Marissa says to me sometimes, your legs are getting bigger. No, bitch, they ain't getting bigger because I don't train no goddamn legs.
You're listening to the Glorious House of Gainz podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank.
You're that CrossFit guy that bashes CrossFit. And I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, I love your shit. Can I take a picture?
What's going on, everybody? Glorious House of Gainz podcast episode, what is this, Pody? 103? 103 weeks we've been doing this. It's absolutely bananas. But I am Robert Frank, and I'm at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because we have a leaf in the middle of the table. To my right, we have the man that steers the ship, the host of This Week in Sports, the Pody. What's up, Ant?
How's everybody doing?
To his right, we have a new staple in the crew. We need to come up with like a cool introduction for you, I feel like.
Yeah.
But let's see. She's not thick in the midsection, but if she had a baby, it probably wouldn't be a C-section. Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee.
Hey.
And to her right, we have the man who is actually looking pretty slim this evening, preoccupied with the phone. He's probably on YouTube in the live stream right now, checking out what's going on, seeing who's there. But it's the butcher, the baker, the donut maker, Joey NPC. What's up, Joe?
Another one.
Did you just cough into the mic?
I better Lysol that shit
Bro, we
after.
need to Lysol this motherfucker, man.
You know,
Especially because he's been exposed to that shit.
Just so you're aware, I just coughed into Ray Vegas's microphone.
Ooh.
And I don't know if any of you remember Ray Vegas, but he's a guy who pretended he was a man, and then the coronavirus came out, and we realized he's actually a woman.
Yeah. Or maybe his woman is the one who's
She's in charge.
not letting him out of the house.
So as I said, he's a woman.
Yeah, that is true.
Do you have a whipping sound by any chance over there?
We got to download one. But anyway, yeah, you know, Ray is not here. Vinny's not here. Vinny actually left me a memo was it last week? Maybe it was over the weekend, kind of giving his reasoning why he hasn't been here. And, you know, I'll take it. But the one thing that we all got to remember, right now, we're 100 episodes in, 103. We do this for fun. This is not, we don't get paid to do this. We do this because we want to provide entertainment for not only YouTube, the live stream that we do, but also everybody who listens on iTunes and SoundCloud and blah, 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 blah. And I've said this before. If this was a real job, and let's just make up a number. Let's say we were all making $100,000 a year doing what we're doing, okay? Which is six figures. Vinny would be here, right? Because if not, he ain't getting paid, right? But I think it's because he's not getting paid. He's like, I just don't feel like coming. But anyway, listen, Vin has a very hard job. Vin, especially right now with what he does, sanitation, he's taking out people's garbage all over the place. And, you know, he's dealing with a lot of people. This whole social distancing thing really doesn't exist for what Vin does, okay? And we're being tongue-in-cheek with the whole sanitation thing. I think we know what Vin does by now if you were a podcast listener, and he deals with the public, he deals with people. So I understand why he's not here. Ray, that's a completely different story. Ray is just being a bitch. Do we have a soundbite for being a bitch? Pody's looking for something. But anyway, there we go. There we go. I'll take that. So listen, before we get started with the show, of course, we want to give a big shout out to Patreon and our Patreon members. We have three new members this week, and we have one upgraded member. Gary Cunningham, Steve Barra, and Felipe are our new Patreons. Welcome to the family, guys. And our main man, Big Rob Walker, upgraded his membership from Juicy AF to a God Amongst Men member. So Rob's care package is on the way, and I'm glad Rob is part of the GAM family. I also believe Rob is he's a moderator in our chat room as well. He's got the big blue wrench. So shout outs to them, of course. And you know we couldn't do this without our God Amongst Men members. Aaron, Andrew, Anthony, Ashton, Blake, Bryce, Chad, Chris, Cody, Colin, Eric, Fox and Raven, Hank Bowers, Jacob, James, Jeff, Joey S., Not our Joey S., a different Joey S. Big John Nelson, Jose Estrada, Kiwi Jace, Chris M., Larry, Loop Dog, Nathan, Opie Red, Richard, Robert Walker, the Juicy J-Rod, who we'll talk about in a moment, Victor, Zach C., and Zach motherfucking G. We should have let Kaylee do that. And Zach motherfucking
G.
Do we get another one? All right. That's overkill as fuck. But yeah, I don't know if I have the complete list or not of our Patreons, because remember last week I said that sometimes Patreon doesn't update right away. So somebody's card may have declined or maybe insufficient funds or whatever, but then they put money in their account and then a couple days later, boom, they're back. They're part of the Patreon family. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. I printed out a new sheet today for our God Amongst Men members, but I do want to say that this Saturday night, Kaylee, myself, and MBJ did a Patreon exclusive podcast, and we had on as a guest the Juicy J-Rod, who is one of our newest members. We worked backwards in terms of having guests on. So Zach G obviously was first, and then we moved down to Zach C, and then we moved down to Victor, and Zach C and Victor were not available. So we went down the list to the Juicy J-Rod, and we chatted with him for about 10 minutes or so. Motherfucker was high as a kite.
I loved him.
He was an awesome fucking guest.
He was so excited.
So Patreon members, if you guys missed that was a really good Patreon exclusive. So anyway, what I told people on Instagram about 10 minutes ago, I said within the first 5 minutes of the Glorious House of Gainz podcast, I was going to give a 30% discount code for robertfrank615.com. Now, God Amongst Men members, they get 30% anyway. But today, just so you guys could feel like a God Amongst Men member, for the length of this podcast, while we're live, this is going to expire before 11 p.m. today. So if you're listening to the playback, you're too late. You should have listened on YouTube. The code is Glorious30 on robertfrank615.com. It's active right now. You save 30% on whatever the fuck you want on my store, and that's just a little thank you for everybody being a part of the live stream. And we want you to become Patreon members, so we want to give you a little taste of what you get. But right now, Glorious 30 will save 30%, and that will expire in about an hour and a half whenever we're done with the podcast. Are we lagging at all, Pody? Because my phone, I don't know, my phone's doing like a little lagging bullshit.
Yeah, my phone is too, but you're not on Wi-Fi, right?
The feed froze. I'm not on Wi-Fi, and people are even commenting what happened. Live feed froze.
Oh. Well, Joshua Navarro, he says he wants to shove a pine cone into Joey. I don't know if we saw that already, but that was a super chat donation. We do have a bad connection I see from FaceBuilder7 in the live stream that we're doing some shit. But anyway, we're good now, says the Iron Giant Fitness, so we appreciate that. Joey, I realized today, because I was going to leave you a voice memo at about 3 o'clock today, because I actually passed your house. I was going to Capital One Bank on Route 18, and I was trying to go the way that I know how to go.
Capital One has banks?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, well, they used to have a lot, but now they only have like 2 in Central Jersey. So that, unfortunately, is my bank, and I have to drive a half hour.
Shout out Capital One. That was my first credit card 20 years ago. $200 credit limit, baby.
Damn.
And I got a painting. There's like a famous painting with like, I forget what the fuck it's called. I'll have to Google it now. I'm curious, but
Capital One painting.
No, it's a famous painting that I use as like the image on my credit card. It was my first credit card ever. $200.
Yeah.
Credit limit, and shout out Capital
Is it like
One.
Starry Night by Vincent Van Gogh?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
That's like the only like famous
Where to
painting I
God?
know.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I was on my way the
Yes.
way that I know, and there was a roadblock. There must have been like power outages. Apparently, we had this massive hailstorm today, and I knew nothing about it. My
I
dad
lost
told me.
power for like 4 hours.
That's crazy.
I came here because I was like, "What the fuck am I
Yeah,
supposed to do? I'm
you've
stuck
been-
inside
you've been here
and
all
I
day.
have no power."
But so I had to go a back way, and it took me the way, where when you go under those train tracks and make that left right there on Mott Lane or whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
Anyway, it took me all the way down there to get to my bank, and I was going to leave you a voice memo. But when I looked at my phone, I haven't had any contact with you. It's Thursday since Sunday.
Yes,
We haven't texted. We haven't called. I haven't seen you.
Right now, I mean, just obviously
We
everybody
were supposed
knows.
to go
Right,
hiking Sunday
right
and
now-
you bailed.
I did not bail. I never agreed, and I can promise you right now, I'll never go hiking with you guys.
What does that mean?
I just listen. I don't go hiking. Number one, and if I were to like think of all the people I'd want to go hiking with, I could tell you right now, the one person I don't want to go hiking with is Marissa.
Why?
Oh boy.
Because I listen. It is what
We're
it is.
outdoors. You're
Because something
fine.
tells me I'll be hearing a whole lot of like how bad work is, and I don't want to hear it.
We got a little of that, but
So
We get that all the
fine.
time.
yeah, well, you guys take that. I'm gonna have a hard pass. I'll save that for the drinking nights when I could like
Just do more
like
shots.
pound down a couple shots and then hear it. But I don't want to go hiking. Otherwise, yeah, no. I mean, most likely the reason we haven't been talking is because obviously every day is on repeat at this point. You know, life's really
Yeah, it's
like
like,
what do you do? I mean,
Nothing.
fortunately I wake up, I go to work. I'm still one of the people that can go to work, so I enjoy that because I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna like fucking watch paint dry.
Yep.
I go to work.
We're doing the first. We're doing the first.
it's always hot down here.
Yeah, we're doing the first reveal of. It's like we're playing a strip poker or something. Kaylee, about this part, will take off her jacket, and then hopefully, as the alcohol
Nothing else
goes
comes
down,
off, nothing else.
hopefully, what do you have? A tank top under there? Sports bra? What do you got?
Normal bra.
Okay.
Staying on.
So yeah. So Joey. So every day is pretty much.
Every day is a repeat for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would we be talking about? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm noticing that I'm not talking to many people. I'm waking up. I'm popping all my pills. I make sure, especially now, I don't miss any of these pills, your vitamin C and all that bullshit, because I'm surrounded by people. Well, every day, more and more people are getting the coronavirus where I work. I just actually was with
Is it because they were in contact with the guy that was diagnosed?
the guy that was diagnosed.
You said, didn't you say that someone at your job last week was diagnosed with coronavirus?
Yeah, well, they tested positive. That was
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And then, well, you don't know who gave it to who. I mean, who knows where these people are doing outside of work. But then, like 2 days ago, 5 people within like 3 hours all tested positive. So they keep doing all these cleaning measures. Tomorrow, apparently, New Jersey's mandated where I have to wear a mask tomorrow.
Oh my God, I saw that today at CVS.
I have to wear a mask and I
What do you
have to
mean?
wear gloves at work. It's you have to tomorrow, which I'm so pissed off because I'm one of the only ones. Well, there's a couple of us still that aren't wearing them.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like the real reason I don't want to wear it is because it makes me emotionally feel weak.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
I'm the
pathetic.
same way.
So I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. Tomorrow's gonna be the first day I got to wear gloves and a mask, and we'll see how that fucking goes. But every day's repeat. You wake up, I go to work. Like I said, most people are not going to work, and that sucks for them. I don't have to worry about money. As a matter of fact, the one thing I've been doing every morning is the stock market. I'll keep this very brief because I stopped answering people about the stock market because it's just fucking too much to answer all these questions. I started buying stock, like I mentioned a couple weeks ago. I started off where I was like, I'll do $1,000. And then I saw the market just keep going crazy, 2,000, 3,000. I'm up to $10,000 that I've put in there already. And people that are messaging me are like, I want to do $300. I'm like, fucking save your money. It doesn't make sense to do that. You have to put a lot in because what's going to happen is in the next year or two or however long when the market goes back, you're going to multiply your money 7-10 times. So if you're putting in $300, you're going to fucking get $2,100. Save up your money and dump a ton in there. I've been talking to a whole bunch of people. I actually got an email today from my wife's investor, the guy who does all of her money from work and invested for her. And it was like a generic letter, and they're saying basically the same thing my brother told me yesterday, who knows a couple people who are investing a lot of money. This is a once in about 5 times in your whole lifetime will you have opportunities to make a fuckload of money investing, and now's one of them because the recession is going to kick back so fast. Whereas other recessions are real economic recessions, whereas this is just due to businesses closed.
Yeah.
So if you have money that you can get in the stock market, just dump everything you can. But anyway, yeah, I've stopped answering DMs on that. So I do that in the morning. I check the stock market. Gold is back up, thank God, because that was annoying the shit out of me that tanked so much. I check all my stuff, and then I go to work, and then after work, I exercise. I've been doing, in the last 8 days, 340 minutes of cardio I've done, which is on average, comes out to like 42.5 minutes per day over the course of 8 days. And I'm doing like a run-walk combination. I go for, comes out to about 4 miles a day is what I'm doing. I got a haircut last week from my barber who wore an N95 mask when he cut my hair. My life is not changed at all. The only difference right now for me is that on Friday and Saturday, we're not drinking at night, out of bars. That's literally the only difference for me. I've changed no other routine. So I do feel bad because I am reading statistics of, 15% unemployment. I'm seeing all these fucking things. But listen, people, that's just the name of the game. That's life. I don't know what to tell you. Some of us die. Some of us live. Some of us are poor. Some of us are rich. That's just the fucking way it goes. Just hope you're not one of those people. Have a good work ethic. Do everything you can. And that's all you can do.
This week is when it really hit me. Like the first couple of weeks that everything was locked down and the gyms were shut down, I'm like, I'm going to make the most of this shit. I'm going to work out at home. I drove out to Pittsburgh, like we said last week, to go get some weights from Zach motherfucking G. And, I got a bench here, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let this fucking shit affect me. I'm a very routine person, just like everybody else is. Everybody has their routine that they do, and because of this bullshit, it's been interrupted. So I had to make modifications. Now I have new routine that I do. I go to the post office every day. I used to go to the bagel shop that's right next door and get a coffee. I would then go home. I'd pack up some more orders, do whatever that I had to do. And then in the afternoon at some point, I would go back to the post office and I would go to CVS. I'd get a fucking Red Bull Zero or sugar-free, whatever. And that would be like, I knew that I had my day structured. 9 o'clock, which is the time that I go to the gym anyway, is when I take my pre-workout, and I would try to do a little workout. This week has been the most depressing week for me. It really hit me that the world is in the shitter right now.
Did you see the new date is May 9th as of right now?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was
May
maybe
9th?
2 days ago. It became May 9th. The New Jersey
That's an
governor.
extra 10 days.
It's another 30 days. Well, it's another 30 days from a couple days ago is what he extended it to. So right now we're on May 9th minimum lockdown. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean,
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, I think you need to kind of. I do feel bad with what Rob's saying, but Rob, you're gonna be.
No, I went through that phase, but now I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
I go to sleep at 9:30 because I have nothing else to do. Wake up at 7, go for a walk.
Well, it's gonna
I've been
happen.
eating better because I'm tracking my calories.
Yeah.
You're working from home, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going to happen, Rob, and you are facing the same thing many people are. Now we're on week 5, week 6. They just extended it, obviously, another minimum 4 weeks, and they'll probably extend it again. You keep seeing big companies push their shit out now till all the way until August. Yeah. So anyway, expect this to happen for months. But like most people, you're going to be like Rob, where you come to this wall, and then you're going to have to either adapt, or you're going to see the other side effects of this, of not just having no money. You're going to see depression set in for people.
Yeah.
Oh,
and some people are
depression has already
I
set
went
in
through
for me
a
this
few
week.
days of that. I was
But what you're gonna,
so
what I'm saying is, what you have to do is you either have to go the one way or the other way. You're either gonna go down to the eat a bullet way, or you're gonna figure out how to adapt and be better and get jacked, using the home weights and get into a routine, and maybe find, maybe you start fucking day trading. I don't fucking know, but you get my point. You figure out how to do it, because as of right now, this shit isn't, whether it's real or not a lot of people are dying. I've so over any of that shit at this point. It's just, how do I make do with what I got right now?
Now they close parks and stuff. You can't even go hiking.
Where I went this past weekend.
I'm going anyway, but
yeah. Well,
fuck that. You can't tell me I can't go outside.
Well, you can
Exactly.
if a fucking cop ends up sitting outside these parks on the
All right,
weekends.
I'll be like, I have fucking rights.
Yeah, he's gonna say, not right now, you don't, because it's illegal. I mean, they mandated.
What, are you gonna arrest me? You can't even arrest me.
I feel like that will definitely happen, or you're gonna get a giant $1,000 fine. I was at a Thompson Park this weekend, which is a fucking big ass park. It was
Were the animals?
You're outside, you're
Yeah.
breathing fresh air.
Yeah, but the problem is there was literally at least 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
And what I found most amusing is
Because everyone's losing their mind.
the
People are
people-
gonna start fucking, I don't know.
the
going
people that
crazy.
have respiratory problems, giant fat fucks, and I don't mean Joe fat, me fat. I
Yeah.
mean fat, can't see your dick
Yeah.
in the last 30 years
Yeah,
fat.
yeah.
You wobble like a penguin when you fucking walk.
300-pound life.
Yeah. They were everywhere. And I'm like, well, you people are so at risk. If you have a lung infection or whatever the fuck this thing does to you, you're going to drop like a fly. Like, that's kind of risky. Stay the fuck inside.
The most.
Yeah, but you're outside breathing fresh air.
Yeah, but they were like, this place was packed with people. So let's just say I have it and I'm walking next to them and I give it to them. I've also noticed I spit so much. It's absurd. And again, the whole reason all this is going on is because people like me, let's assume I have it and I'm fucking here spitting like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, and then you are a giant fat fuck and you get it now because
Yeah.
I was a stupid ass and then you drop dead. You know, that kind of sucks for you, right? I mean, so it's like, that's why they do this shit.
Here's what I thought was funny, and I only put this on Twitter. I didn't put it on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or anything. It was only like a Twitter thing. I went to the grocery store. I forget if it was Sunday or Monday. It was probably Sunday. But because I'm at the grocery store every day. Every day is blending in together now. I saw this woman. If you're follow me on Twitter, you already know this story. But I was parked in the parking spot, and this woman comes out with a grocery cart full of fucking groceries, and she's got the hazmat suit on. She's got like this fucking plastic suit with gloves and a mask and goggles. Like she looked like she was from like it was the funniest
like
costume
Breaking Bad,
ever.
like
Yeah.
fucking meth suits. Yeah.
Exactly. So she puts her groceries in the thing. She's wiping her like the door handle down with this sanitizer wipe, handy wipe, whatever the fuck it is. Then she's doing her steering wheel, and I'm thinking this is the funniest shit in the world. So I'm staring at. Now my windows are tinted. She can't see me. I'm just staring at her. I'm like, should I film this? Like this is really funny. And then I'm like, no, because I got in trouble in the past for filming people. Whatever. I know you're allowed to do it, but whatever. So this woman then gets in her car and she rolls all four windows down. And I'm like, is she really going to drive in this costume? Like, is she keeping the mask and everything on? She takes the
Same
goggles
gloves,
off.
probably.
She takes the goggles off. She takes the gloves off. She pulls the mask down. And she lights a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
It's like, you dumb bitch. You don't give a fuck about, okay, I don't want to get the coronavirus. The coronavirus
kill
is
my
killing
lungs.
people. It's so deadly. But fuck lung cancer and heart disease. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Well,
You know
that's
what I mean?
that's the other thing. So for everyone who's super paranoid about, potentially, I actually watched what's that? Outbreak, the movie from 1995.
Yeah.
Outbreak, really good movie, worth watching. A lot of famous people in that movie, and it's similar to what's going on right now in terms of an airborne disease that spreads and shit. And that one obviously is way more dangerous. Like you die in like 4 hours, you fucking bleed from your eyes and shit.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
I just want to know, like, all these people that are obviously scared.
Like
then-
Ray Vegas, who I see in the live
okay.
stream
Saw
right
him.
now.
So yeah,
Who's
so
scared.
Ray has literally not left his fucking house, right?
No, he goes in his backyard and he does
yeah.
workouts.
What I'm saying,
Or
like,
on his car. So I'm doing push-ups on his car.
like he wouldn't like. I'm guessing he probably doesn't want to go to work or do any of this stuff. And I'm witnessing a lot of these people too
Does he
now.
go to work,
as
though?
it's
I feel like
well,
he's
no,
like-
you get what I'm saying. He's one of these people who are just right now. He's very scared.
Yeah.
But are you scared every day, not knowing when your death is? Like when we go to a bar at night,
Right.
especially us, right? How often do we interact with people where it's just like aggressive and like could possibly somebody shoot us? Could
Of
somebody
course.
hit a fucking? Could we get in an accident in the car on the way home? Could we die of
The
a
way
heart
you
attack?
drink and drive, yes.
Well, shut up. Could we potentially, have a heart attack, right? I mean,
Yes.
like I'm overweight, I could die of a heart attack.
course.
tomorrow. There's all these different things you could potentially die from.
I buy my fucking steroids off of a guy that I've never met before that cooks up shit in his fucking bathtub, and I inject it in my ass.
He's wearing one of those
Yeah,
suits.
he's wearing one of those hazmat suits. Do you think I give a fuck? No.
Like Ray, for example, I was saying earlier. Let's just assume Ray, and I don't know his family history, but maybe he has he's done thorough blood work and whatnot. Is Ray potentially going to die one day of like Alzheimer's, right? Like
Yeah.
he goes insane. Is he freaking the fuck out about that, every day, like locked in? So why are we going nuts about this? If you want to quarantine yourself and be cautious, but I'm finding too many people are taking advantage of it, where I'm noticing at work, people are just like not showing up anymore because they know a guy who knows a guy who's got it, and now they're exposed.
now everybody and their mother knows somebody who died from the virus.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
or
yeah.
if
Or
I hear,
has it,
I
or-
don't want to
Yeah.
hear any more people tell me, and no offense to you, Rob, that you beat the fucking virus. Unless you were tested,
Marissa beat it.
unless you were tested positive, don't tell me you beat it. Do you have unprotected sex and then brag to people that you have AIDS? You don't do that. And I'm relating that because you don't just have a cough and you can't taste or smell, and now you self-diagnose yourself that you have this fucking virus, and now you don't, so you beat it. When you have sex unprotected, you could potentially get AIDS. You don't just tell
Or
people you
have
have
a
AIDS
baby.
all of a
That's what
sudden.
I said in that
Why
video.
AIDS?
Because I'm trying to explain, like, when you have unprotected sex, you are at risk for getting AIDS.
I saw someone
You don't go tell people that it's cool that you have AIDS. Why is it cool to have corona now and have beaten it
Wait, but
when you
I
never
thought
got
it was
tested?
funny. I was sitting in Walgreens waiting for a prescription, and this guy comes in with a mask and asks for Plan B. So I'm like, oh, you're not scared of having a baby, but you're scared of catching fucking corona.
Yeah, it's funny with
I
the
was like,
cigarettes,
that's
with
great.
fucking it's just. Yeah, it's weird. But here's one thing that I wanted to point out, and again, this has become a coronavirus fucking episode.
That's all you can talk about. What else is going on?
I don't know. I saw it shared by a lot of different people on Twitter, but basically the new thing now is no matter what you die of, if you have coronavirus, it gets chalked up to the coronavirus tally. So let's just say that on Sunday night, you're diagnosed with coronavirus. You have it, you test positive. Monday morning, you have a stroke and die. You died from the coronavirus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So these fucking death tallies I'm thinking are a little fugazi right now.
CNN has a death toll where it's like, and again, I'm a math guy, so let's go over some things real quick.
Let's go over to math.
Let's answer this. Someone named Guppy said,
I was
God,
just gonna
God,
say
I
that.
hate Joey. If you stupid people would just stay in, wouldn't be as bad, but it's Jersey people. What do you expect?
Haters gonna hate.
Okay, so let's go over that real quick. I am not saying that people should be out and about and doing, whatever it is. What I'm saying is people who are, number one, more at risk, and number two, not comfortable with going outside, stay the fuck inside. Let me talk shit about you.
Let us
Is
enjoy
what
our
it is.
lives.
If you're
If you're gonna be a
scared,
pussy.
if you're scared like Ray Vegas, stay in the house.
Yeah.
Don't leave your backyard.
My thing is, if I'm dying, I'm not dying bored, alone,
Yep.
and fucking stuck in my house.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
I'm gonna live my life. If I die tomorrow, then I die tomorrow. At least I had
Fuck
fun.
it.
And it's because maybe I have a different perspective than this person, Guppy. To me, of disease that wipes out. Currently, it was reduced from 100,000 to 240,000. It was reduced. It went from, if we were to stay inside and quarantine until June 1st, and which they never explained this in the beginning, was if 50% of people followed those rules, that death toll would be the 100,000 to 240,000 up until June 1st. That's what happened. Now, because 90% of people stayed inside, it's now lowered from, then it went to 80,000, now we're at about 60,000. Because so many are people doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's great. Like Guppy, who's mad at me. That's fine. Let them stay inside. I'm the 10%, and I'm willing to risk that. And also, my perspective that I don't agree with most people is if 1% of planet Earth was wiped out tomorrow, the number is 80 million people because there's 8 billion people on Earth. In my opinion, if there's 1% less human beings out of every 100 people I know, if one of them's gone, I personally don't give a fuck. That's on me.
But now the devil's advocate to that would say, well, what if it's your mom?
What if it's
and
me?
She died.
Guess what? My mom.
Well, if it's you won't care
Yeah,
because
I
you're
know-
dead.
I know,
but
but
what
it
if it's
could-
your mom
it
that
could
got
potentially-
coronavirus and she died?
That's fine. I understand that, and I would be upset. But my mom's going to die eventually, and
Right.
she's going to die of something. That day will come. Whether it comes tomorrow or in 10 years or 30 years, it is what it is. I'll take it as it comes,
Yeah.
and I'll get over it, and I'll move on. I'm a little bit more old school because my grandpa, who's fucking about to be 90, is the one who gave me a lot of...
Life lessons.
Yes,
and-
because my dad left when I was 3, which if you're going to be a fucking psychologist now and explain that's why I'm fucking heartless. But my dad left when I was 2.
Daddy issues.
My dad left when I was 2, and my stepfather, who I call my father, came in when I was about 8 or 9. And my grandpa in the beginning of my life is the one who beat all the shit in my head. Money talks and shit walks.
Yeah.
When you're fucking somebody dies, who the fuck cares? Move on. You know, because he grew up in the fucking 50s and shit where
Right.
him and his friends would go outside and fucking shoot somebody and it'd be fine. So I have a different perspective. If you're very, I don't want to call it soft, maybe if you're just more caring than I am, and 100,000 or 200,000 people die from this, and it's your loved ones and this and that's scares you or bothers you and you want to reduce it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Me, I don't give a fuck. That's me.
And we also don't know where this guy's from. He could be in Florida, laying next to his pool under palm trees.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Or in like Texas, shooting guns. Like we have nothing to do when it's shitty out. Like
Listen,
stay inside, do nothing.
I know that not to cut you off, Kay, but the we just broke 100 people in the live stream right now. There's 104. Well, now it's 98, but close enough. If you guys could all pike the like button, smash that like button for me. All 98 people that are in here right now, hit the like button because that will help us in the rankings and ratings. But no.
Joey super chat.
Oh, we do have a super chat here from Lupe's Pimpin' says, are people who eat soul food more likely to get the China flu? LOL.
I think that's people that eat Chinese food.
Yeah, well, soul food is
Here's what'll be interesting. Once I don't know how many months or years it'll take, but Dr. Fauci, the guy who's like the main guy on all this, said once they get all the, I don't know if this terminology is right, antibodies. I don't know if that's the right word, but once they get this whole thing figured out and figure out who it really did affect, and they get all that, then we can talk about it. For now, who the fuck knows? But my mentality has been like this for 36 years. I've never really been that caring of certain things, and I've been pretty selfish, and that is what it is. I'm just that guy. As far as you guys go, if this shit freaks you out and whatnot, Ray, for example, I'm not mad at you, man. Do what you got to do. I just stay out of my way. That's all I'm saying. Let me do what I want to do. But now we're getting almost to like martial fucking law, where now I'm starting to get kind of too much. And I know we're flattening the curve and all that shit's great. So I've now just adapted to this new environment, and I'm just going every day by day. That's why I didn't talk to you much, because there's nothing to talk about. Everything kind of triggers me at this point because I find that everybody is weak, which I've known all along.
And a lot of people I talk to complain, and I'm like, I don't want to hear your complaint. Like, it sucks for all of us. Like, I'm going through a hard time. Like, yeah, we all are.
I want to be around winners, and that means you should still be going to work if your job is open. Because the other thing is, do you understand the economic, right now, the amount of people that are collecting unemployment, or the amount of people are going to be buried in fucking debt after this? I know people, I've been ordering food from small businesses lately, lots of food for work in order to like help small local businesses.
Yeah.
And someone I talked to yesterday said right now, everyone in his restaurant, they're only working 4 days a week instead of 5 because he can't afford to pay them for 5 days.
It's like a furlough.
So you're talking about 20% of your income now is gone. If you make $100,000 a year, I'm just giving this an even number, you now make 80. You probably needed that 20,000. You already had that in your budget that you spend it. So like all these people are losing money and this and that. So I'm kind of more like I would rather risk the death than the economy collapsing.
The one thing that I am seeing, which
they're gonna have to draw a line.
The line in the sand has got to be quick.
Like,
but
do we risk deaths or a complete?
Yeah, a complete fucking wipeout.
Failure, yeah.
But the one thing that I am seeing are businesses that are laying people off. They're telling them that once shit gets back to normal, you're back on. Like it's like a temporary.
If their business is fucking there,
right? If the business is still there, they're still back on. So anyway, like I said, I create content for a living, and the way that I've been feeling this past week, I especially 4 days, 5 days, whatever it's been, boo-hoo me, oh, poor Rob, but I've been fucking depressed. So I look at my Instagram. I haven't put shit on there in 5 days. I haven't put anything really on Twitter. I haven't put anything on YouTube. I'm just like, I'm in this funk where I'm like, all right, well, what do? Do I film my home workout? You know, there's nothing really going on in the world. Coronavirus has taken over everything. I've already made 3 or 4 coronavirus videos. How many more am I going to make? You know what I mean? I made a video of me, Kaylee, and Marissa hiking on YouTube for Patreon. Nobody gave a fuck about that. about it. But, you know,
We
I'm
gotta
trying.
go to the gates of hell.
I'm trying to do shit just to keep people entertained, to do shit because I know that is my job. I know I'm not Will Smith or Brad Pitt or fucking The Rock, but it's my job to entertain people, and I'm trying to do that, but I just can't be creative right now. It's like, it sucks. It really does suck. But anyway, I don't want, again, we said last week and the week before, we're not going to spend all week talking about the fucking coronavirus. And here we are talking about the coronavirus. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And I'm going to talk about something topical that every single person, okay, I just got a new request for a cameo for Luke from Neil. Okay, so I hope I didn't blow up somebody's spot. These cameos have been fucking nonstop. So shout out to everybody who has booked me on Cameo. That's cameo.com/RobertFrank615. I have an under 2 hour turnaround time. Now I'm doing I feel like I'm doing 10 a day, and it's probably close to that. I'm doing cameos all day long. I'm like the cameo king. Even my cameo contact, this chick Sarah that works over at Cameo, she's like my go-to person. She's like, dude, you're the cameo king right now. Like, nobody's doing more cameos than you. So if you want to book me for a cameo, I will make sure that it's worth your $70 or 75, depending on where you book it. If you book it on the app, it's like 75. If you book it from like your cell phone, it's 70. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, it's fun for me to do. Buying a car. Every single person has bought a car, right? In the live stream, let me get a thumbs up if you've ever bought a car before. I am going through such a hard fucking time right now, and it all stems down to two things. I am way upside down. I have a ton of negative equity. Okay, I don't want this to be boring, so I'll try to make it as fast as possible.
People have
I heard
nothing.
this from Marissa.
Listen,
People have nothing to do, so you can talk about whatever you want.
okay, listen. So I have massive amounts of negative equity in my car, and because I am self-employed, I cannot prove to the banks what I make. When I do the credit app, I say, I'm just going to make up a number here. I make $500,000 a year. I put that on the credit app. They want to see proof of that because I don't get a pay stub. I don't have a job at fucking ShopRite where I get a paycheck every week. So they want to know, okay, well, you say you make $500,000 a year. Where's this money at? The problem is I have 4 different bank accounts. I get paid
Why can't
cash.
you show them your taxes?
Because they want to see the last 3 months. They don't want to see they don't care about the previous years, how much I made. They want to see what I make right now. So they want to see March, February, and January.
Bank statements?
Bank statements.
Okay.
So what I do is I show them my LLC, and they see the deposits that are going in, make plenty of money, right? Thanks to you guys who are watching this, listening to this podcast and watching this live stream right now. A lot of you is why I am successful right now. They're like, okay, well, you say you make $500,000 a year, but you're only depositing $100,000 into your LLC. Where's the other $400,000? Okay, well, I get paid via PayPal. I get paid via cash deals that I claim because even if you get paid cash, you still got to claim that shit at the end of the year. I get paid via Shopify. I get paid via money goes everywhere. So I keep hitting this fucking roadblock. Now, here's the problem. My BMW is only worth about $5,000. It's got 96,000 miles on it. It's 2015. It's only worth, these car dealerships are only giving me $5,000 for it. I still owe $12,000 on the car. So what I did today, this is breaking news, everybody. I just paid off the whole car. I wrote a $12,000 check to BMW. I went to Capital One today, which I said in the beginning of the show, and I went and I got a banker's check, and I paid off the car. So now probably sometime middle of next week, I will have the title. I now own my car, and I could bring that to any dealership to then use as a down payment.
You wouldn't now just keep that car and literally beat the shit out of it?
No, because I need a new car. At 100,000 miles, my car is no longer under warranty. Anything that goes wrong, not that I'm saying that at 100,001 miles, the transmission is going to go. But I want to get into something new.
Just so you know, you'd be much better off selling it now that you have the title. to some
someone.
fucking
Yeah.
random person. Put it on a website.
This is what me and Marissa were talking about today.
You can't bring it to a deal. It makes no sense. Now that you have the title, you just did it backwards.
I could. No. I didn't do it
If
backwards.
if you would have given it to the dealer
Yeah.
without paying, that would have been the way to go. Otherwise, now that you own it, you sell it to a random person because you'll get more than $5,000.
Well, here's the deal. What I found out is that I'm paying $1.80 per day in interest. So me paying it off now, I had a whole conversation with my dad. Paying off the car now saved me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in interest over the term of the loan. I think I said that right. I don't know. I've been drinking. But anyway, so here's another problem. When I bought the Carfax showed, now I bought the car certified pre-owned. Okay, the car had 30,000 miles on it. BMW certified it. This is the first time that I've ever bought a used car before, but it was certified pre-owned, so I knew that if anything went wrong with it, it was covered, and didn't matter what. Now I know that there's stipulations of this not covered, that not covered, but anyway, I had the safety blanket that the car was paid for. That the car, I wouldn't have a $3,000 bill on the Carfax. The Carfax shows that it had one accident prior to me buying it. So whatever happened to that car, it had an accident. BMW then got it back when the guy traded it in, girl traded it in, whoever, and they said, okay, this car just passed our 166-point inspection. This car is now a certified BMW for the next person to buy, which the next person happened to be me. Problem is, now today, I'm dealing with a bunch of different dealerships and a bunch of different salespeople. They're telling me that my car on the Carfax shows structural damage. So no car wants it. Yeah. So now, no bank wants it. So now my fucking car that I thought was worth at least $5,000 that they would give me for a trade-in is now worth $0.
That's
Okay.
why
So-
you have to sell
Listen,
it to some
yes.
random person, not the dealer.
Not only that. First of all, someone might buy it just because it's fucking your car and they want a Z-list celebrity's car.
Z-list. Damn. I moved down. I was D-list for a while, but now I'm Z.
Double Z.
This is true though.
But I mean, but not only that, you could just sell it in general to anybody. I had a $50,000 Cadillac, and they gave me when I bought it and paid it, and I brought it in. It was 6 years old, and I had bought it 6 years earlier I did the 6 year owning it over 6 years.
72 months. Yeah.
For a $50,000 Cadillac. And they offered me $5,000 at a dealership because I was in a fucking accident and I was T-boned on my driver's side. And they said the same shit you just told me, which was the guy literally comes up to me and it's all a fucking scam. He's like, who died in this car? I was like, what? He's like, the Carfax says there was $20,000 worth of damage. There was, because I got T-boned in this expensive car. It cost money to fix, right? He's like, there's structural damage. The frame is fucked up. I'm like, dude, how much are you going to give me for it? $5,000. I was like, fucking take it. Dude, the last car I just got, they gave me, I'm not kidding you, $250 for the car. Because
Yeah,
I
that's crazy.
fucking, and again, this is a $30,000 car. And someone in the chat just said, this is a fucking scam. Do not fucking,
Yeah,
so listen to
don't
me,
do
Rob. Do two things right now. You either fucking drive that car until it's fucking dead, give it some
that's not
fucking,
happening.
okay, fine. Park it somewhere. Don't have any insurance on it right now because there's no need. When Marissa's fucking lease ends, she could fucking have that car and she could beat the fuck out of it until it's dead or sell it to somebody. Because right now you're on zero. What are you going to hand it into someone? 'Cause
Here's
you
the
think you're
problem
gonna
with
get-
selling it. I don't care about selling. There's zero wrong with the car. My whole thing is that I've had the car for 3 years now. I want to get into something new, and it's close to 100,000 miles. At 100,000 miles, I don't want it no more. I want to get into something new, either a brand new car or something certified pre-owned with very low miles, because I had a good experience with this one. I thank God nothing ever went wrong with this car. But I'm looking at different cars, different vehicles, different options. I told you guys last week or the week before, I was a cunt hair away from getting a Maserati because I love that car. But anyway, I'm scared to sell it to somebody because there's nothing wrong with the car. The car's fine, runs fine. But what happens if I sell it and then the next day the fucking check engine light comes on?
That's their own fault. They
if they
bought it.
sign a title, it's
Yeah.
over. I've sold many of my earlier cars. When I was younger, I used to
How do
buy-
you even
Craigslist.
sell it? What do you do? Facebook Marketplace and just fucking throw a car on it?
Craigslist, anything.
Well, when I did that, it was way before fucking Facebook. I
Craigslist,
fucking
right?
parked it outside my dad's house
Yeah,
and fucking put a sign.
yeah.
I mean, dude, you're fucking not 12 years old. You're young. You know how it used to go. I mean, you're old. You know how it used to go.
Oh, thanks.
It's fucking. But nowadays, yeah. First of all, Rob, do you realize
on
if
Craigslist
you
anything.
fucking put a swipe up to fucking sell a car, you'd have 1,000 people outside? Don't do that. I don't suggest
Yeah,
doing
because
that.
all they would do is want to get a fucking pick and shit, and
Okay.
they don't give a fuck about the car.
Listen, my point is do not
once you
trade
sell
it
the
in
sign
at
the
a
title, you're
fucking
fine.
dealer. You're going now that it's paid off, you're gonna get at least 5 from a human being, or most likely a little bit more. What is the Kelly Blue Book value?
Yeah,
The
it's
Kelly
actually-
the Kelly Blue Book value
Or any kind of those
is telling me, because I went through the whole Kelly Blue Book bullshit where you type in, what do you rate your car? Is it in very good condition, excellent condition, this condition, that condition? So I just put good, even though I know it's better than good, because there ain't nothing wrong with the fucking car. And the salesman pissed me off today because we're going back and forth through Instagram DM. I hope he's not listening to this, but he really aggravated me because he's like, "You're getting out of a car that you really don't want." I was like, "Wait a minute, I love this car. This is where I made my best videos. I did fucking Pokemon Go. No, not Pokemon Go. It wasn't Pokemon. It was a Kiki Challenge. I filmed that in this car. I filmed Fortnite in this car. I filmed the Infinity War videos. Every single video that I've had, except for Pokemon Go Fuck Yourself, that's been viral, was filmed in this car. This car means something to me, right?
You know, time out. I just came up with a brilliant idea.
What do you got? What do you got?
Combine with someone in the fucking group chat.
Okay.
So someone just said, where the fuck is it? Anyway, someone said,
Thank you, Mike Lynch. I saw your comment.
Aaron T says, "I'll buy the Rage car."
Yeah.
Which then made me trigger. Okay, this is a somewhat famous car, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah. Oh,
car has
yeah.
been in-
Yeah, this is super famous.
And then someone else, Dale Buff 2 says, not Dale Buff 2, Aaron 2 also came up with the idea. He says, do a raffle, $20 a ticket for your car. Now, let's just say you go on fucking all your social media platforms. Listen, hear me out. Hear
Auction
me
it
out.
off.
Dude, you're going to set a limit where you need X amount of raffle tickets in order for it to go legit or everybody gets their money back.
Yeah.
And you get a couple hundred people or whatever the math works out to be for $20. Dude, someone's going to get your car for $20. Everybody else just gives up $20.
PayPal me at Joe's Casino.
No, it would be you'd have to do it legit. I'm sure there's a way to set up a page where all the money would go back. I know like GoFundMe pages do it. I've given people money for a GoFundMe and then been refunded because it didn't hit the minimum amount.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean,
That's a genius idea, I think, actually.
you would easily,
yeah.
in order to get $5,000, whatever we say the car is valued at, let's call it, I don't know, let's say $6,000.
Kelly Blue Book, because I didn't finish. Kelly
Yeah.
Blue Book said that I should be getting 85 for this
Yeah.
car.
All right, so
It's a
let's
BMW
just
and it has.
let's
you
just
didn't
assume-
beat the shit out of it.
No, the car is perfect. I
Just
mean,
drive a
dude,
lot.
you would need, get ready for it.
yeah.
425 people to raffle $20 each, and you're getting $8,500. Are you telling me right now, with fucking 3 million people, you can't get 425 people to $20 to get your car? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, but then how many people, I want my money back, I didn't win type bullshit.
That's,
Dude, that's
the
the
point of
fucking
a raffle.
contest.
You've never
It's
done a raffle?
Dude, listen,
It's like
we're just shooting-
50-50. I spend like $1 million
Yeah.
on those a year.
Let
for
me see in
fucking
the live stream
bullshit.
right now. If I was giving my car away for a $20 raffle,
Someone asked, is it steamed clean?
I want to, because all the spit and shit in there. You're going to get coronavirus if you buy my car. But at least you'll get it from me.
Comes
That's
with a
kind of
patch
something, right?
COVID.
Let me see in the live stream. Who would go for it? I want to see yeses. Would you buy a $20 raffle ticket? Let me see all these yeses come in.
I mean, dude, you're talking to get 400. We know when we do
That's-
sales
yeah.
and stuff, that is not very difficult to do.
Yeah.
To get a fucking car, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, but what if fucking 1,000 people pay $20 and now I
you're
got
gonna
fucking
have to-
$20,000?
you don't. You're gonna have to set a trigger where it'll cap out.
No, put some towards charity or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you could do that, but
Yeah.
either way,
Say I'll keep 10.
You
and
can do
for
these
85,
contests.
whatever
AC
it's worth
Cool
it.
Down said he's got 20 on it. Okay.
you could
I would put in
I'll throw
20
down
for a
20.
fucking
Yeah,
BMW.
sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
for a 1 in 425 chance to get a Beamer. I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Shit.
Anyway, so it's worth a thought, but I highly suggest whatever you choose, do not, now that it is paid off and you have the title in your hand,
Yeah, do not get
bring it to the
$5,000
dealer.
first.
All because you want a fucking $100,000 Maserati, but you're going to give them a Beamer to make it 95. You understand that's not going to fucking do a dent in your shit?
I know.
So you want video content right now? We film a video in the car, a raffle ticket, baby.
Yeah.
You're crazy. You're crazy not to do it.
Yeah. All right, but the problem. Well, okay, so let's go through the motions. We do this raffle, $20 a ticket, right? We hit the 8,500 mark or whatever Kelly Blue Book says that I should be getting for the car.
To something.
If you go over, you can either set a limit where it caps off.
Okay, let's say we set a limit. So 8,500, boom, done.
Okay.
Now, what happens? Like, what if someone in California wins the car?
Okay, well, obviously we need to take it into consideration in terms of how they're going to get
Yeah,
the
we'd have to
fucking
set
car.
like terms. For
Yeah,
that.
how the fuck you gonna get the car? How you gonna
Come here and drive it back.
We could also look into shipping. You can ship a car. Let's just assume a shipping costs
probably
$1,000. I'm
yeah.
making this up. We're gonna have to take that into consideration and make the car valued at $9,500, which will require a few more people to
You
buy
see
it.
these super chats?
No.
Simon Ash says, "Hey Rob, can I
lovely.
buy the seat that Kaylee sat on?" And Aaron T says, "Raffle Kaylee off."
Okay, just to give an example of why we're saying people would pay $20 for a Beamer, people are paying $2 just to say that.
for to buy the seat that Kaylee sat on.
And again,
That's
Rob,
fucking
think
great.
about how many things we do dumb shit with money.
Yeah.
It's worth thinking about, but yeah, as far
$20
as
is
we would
nothing,
have to
and
sit
you get a
down
car.
and really like go over
yeah,
like
you would have to do the figure out
what if someone in fucking New Zealand
Yeah.
won the
Well,
raffle?
first of all,
Well,
it's
that
gonna
would-
have to
yeah.
it's gonna have to be
It'd have to be-
domestic.
yeah.
You're gonna have
Okay.
to calculate shipping, and you're also gonna have to calculate. We have to pay the taxes for them. So the raffle would be because when you sell a car and they sign a title, a lot of times you got to do it shady, and you're like, "Yo, write on the paper that the car's only $5,000, so I only pay say it's $500, so I only pay like." Barely any taxes on it because you got to
gonna
pay
say
taxes,
$20.
right? So, because we're doing this,
Oh,
the
we're
right-
doing this legit as fuck.
yeah.
Man.
So
I
if
ain't
we-
fucking around.
I know. So what you'd have to do though is you'd say in this case the car is valued at $8,500, $1,000 for shipping. Now we have to say the car is $9,500, and then the taxes. Let's just make it up and say it's $1,500. So now we have to value the car at $85,000 plus 25 more, so $11,000 of raffle tickets is what we would accept. So we would now need 550 people at $20
You're getting
rather
his brain going with
than
this math.
425 at 8,500. You get what I'm saying? That way the people get a car for $20. Their taxes are paid. It's shipped to them, and all you needed now was that many more people.
Now, how
to
much
do it.
taxes are you going to have to pay on $8,500?
Well, I don't know what the percentage is for purchasing a car,
It
but
depends
let's
on what
call
you make
yeah.
and stuff.
It
It
depends
would
on
all
the
be-
state.
Well, shit. What if in reality, people
Not
only
much.
paid $20 for the car? So
No.
I should be paying taxes on $20,
No,
right?
that's what I'm saying. It has to be the value of the car.
Okay.
So, but either way, they wouldn't pay any of that. They still, because we would do it properly, it would still be $20. And
Yeah.
again, if you don't hit the 550 people, right, they get their money back. That's how the GoFundMe's and all that shit works out. So,
I saw T4R Mafia says, "Is Rob drinking wine?" No, I'm drinking out of a wine glass. I guess this is a white wine glass, and it looks like it's white wine, but it's actually Jack and Sprite Zero. That's my new jam right now.
It does look like you're
I'm
drinking
all
white wine.
about, because there's no ice in there, there's no fizz. I'm all about Sprite Zero and Jack Daniels. Gentleman Jack, of course, is really, really fucking good. Do we get to...
dude,
what time
people are
is it?
commenting they're going to buy 6 tickets.
Oh, shit.
This is, listen, this
Yeah.
is just...
Someone said they'll buy it and then just sell it for the $5,000, which is smart. Like, all right.
You're right.
pay
You might get
$20,
you
yeah.
might get people who, if they win, then they're going to sell it themselves for $5,000.
Oh, shit.
Which is fine. Like, you're still making your money. It's a win-win.
That is true. People
Like,
could do
they get
that.
it for $20. They make $5,000. You get your
Listen,
$500. Win-win.
Rob Walker with a $10 dono says first bid on Kaylee. we're
Worth more
raffling
than that.
we're raffling Kaylee off tonight, everybody.
We're human trafficking here.
This is unbelievable.
But dude, it's and again, it's worth it just for the content.
Yeah.
I mean, going to let's see somebody
Thanks,
get the car, and
Yeah.
and if it happens to be a winner that happens to be in this area, obviously we could just drive it to them.
Yeah.
Tri-state area. I mean, but there's things that can take into consideration and how this would work. But it's definitely doable. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Once I get the title, we really got to work on this right
Oh,
now.
this could definitely work.
Shout out to Aaron T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
genius.
He gave me the idea. He gave a slight little thing and then a shot off all the stuff. And the other person who said, my eyes look like they're coming out of my head, it's because once the math starts going.
Yeah,
I'm
Joey
excited.
gets, Joey gets
I'm
horny.
excited.
I could hear the boner
That
under the
turns him
table
on.
hit the fucking table. It's like,
What the fuck?
And again, it's not just a BMW. It's not just any 2015 BMW.
Someone said deliver it live on Instagram.
Yeah, this is a
I'll do it live on
Robert
Instagram.
Frank's rage video, hundreds of millions of views, BMW.
yeah.
This is
You know,
just
you know how many what did I say in Toxic Masculinity? My Beamer backseat see more butter pecan than a Friendlies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that car, bro.
Don't
yeah.
talk about ice cream. I need ice cream.
No, oh my God, 3 new cameos came in. Jesus, this is unbelievable. But listen, guys, do we go to Ask the Bros now? What are we doing? What time is it? Where are we at? I feel like we've been talking for hours.
It's 9:12.
We're almost an hour in, about 54 minutes.
Okay.
Go to Ask the Bros. That always takes a little while.
All right, let's go over to Ask the Bros now. So anybody over on the live stream right now, if you guys are super chatting, we're gonna blend it in with the Ask the Bros. But let me get to Patreon first because I know we have quite a few.
And FYI, for anyone, a friend of mine, Fat Rob, just texted me and he said, I'm not sure it's legal to raffle off a car. Again, this is just us talking. I have no idea the legalities, but
Right.
it just got the blood going. We're going to think about it. We'll see if it's
Why is it
legal.
illegal? I feel
If
like
it
I've
works
seen it.
out to be, everything works out, then it's obviously well worth doing. But the moral of the story here is do not bring the fucking car to the dealer and get the fucking $5,000 from them because that's a joke.
Listen, I just saw a stat here as I was getting to the April 9th Ask the Bros. If you guys become Patreon members, okay, there are 236 exclusive posts on Patreon. I can't believe we have that many now. There's 83 exclusive videos. There's polls. There's links. There's a lot of different shit on there. Podcasts. I just saw this now. I never saw this before. They must have updated their shit. But yeah, there's a lot of fucking exclusive shit over on Patreon. So if you guys are members, we appreciate you guys. Let's get to the Ask the Bros. Load more comments. Here we go. First one up from our main man, Rob Walker, who is a new God Amongst Men member. He said, "What's up, Kaylee? Love having you on here. Looking forward to hearing you. What's up, Rob? Have a great day, bros and ma'am." So there was really no question, just saying what's up. Thank you, Rob. Aaron Torres says, "What's Kaylee's OnlyFans page?" Just kidding. But seriously, thank you guys for the weekly escape from reality. And that's got a couple of thumbs up already. So thank you, Aaron. We're trying, man. We're trying. I mean, Kaylee was here on Saturday night with us. Did we call you or we called Ray this Saturday? I think we called Ray this Saturday. Yeah.
And FYI, Rob Walker, who we're mentioning, is in the live chat.
Yeah.
$10, he says, first bid on Kaylee.
Yep.
Then he just did another $5.
Oh, boy.
Is Kaylee Iowa bound yet?
Is she on her
Iowa.
way? Yeah.
I guess he's
What are
from
we doing
Iowa.
in Iowa?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably from Iowa.
Yo, got guns? I like shooting guns.
Storm Shadow.
Gun
Just DM her. Rob DM her.
How are you getting more followers on Instagram now? Are people requesting you from the live stream? Okay. Storm Shadow says, "What's up, bros? Where the fuck is Jimmy Triceps? And Rob, can you have the PBR podcast bros on the podcast soon?" So that's a 2-part
Where's the
question
PBR?
there.
Didn't we
Podcast
go to the PBR?
Yeah, that was my
Was the
first
first
ever
ever?
podcast that I was on, the Pizza Beer Revolution podcast.
Oh, shit.
Who is that?
They're
From down the shore.
They're New Jersey, but they're affiliated somehow, some way with what's that comedy show that they just made a movie?
Yeah. I forget.
Impractical Jokers.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one of the dudes from Impractical Jokers is on the PBR podcast or affiliated with them somehow. I don't know, something like
I
that.
love
But
Impractical Jokers.
yeah, they were the first ones to ask me to come on when my videos first started going viral. So
They asked
yeah,
if I was the muscle when we walked in.
yeah, I remember that. I would pay it. I would pay it forward, and
Or
I
his
would,
bodyguard.
I'd have them on for sure. I would have to reach out to them and see. I know one of their crew members, Chris Ladondo, follows me on Twitter. We talk sometimes via DM. Maybe I'll hit him up. But Jimmy Triceps Jimmy Triceps put in his resignation papers a couple months ago,
while
man.
ago.
It's been a long
It's
time.
probably been a year now.
Yeah, it's probably close to a year. John Nelson, Big John, says, "What the fuck is up, bros?" And Kaylee, I feel bad that you have been getting harassed nonstop since you took away Ray Vegas's spot. Speaking of Ray, he has been bullshitting the podcast and not staying inside according to Instagram feed. I look forward to being on the Patreon exclusive show, and it will be a great time. Yeah, John, you're coming up soon. So make sure you guys, I'm going to be DMing you guys on Patreon and giving you guys the Google Voice number that you guys can call in, which is how we did it with Jordan or the Juicy J-Rod this week. He says, I look forward to being on the Patreon podcast. Of course, my question is for all of you. How do you all think the gym will change once all this bullshit is over, or will the gym stay the same in regards to anything? Well, let's start there. I think you're going to see a lot of motherfuckers wiping down machines more often, and I even think you're going to see people wearing masks in the gym.
I think it's going to be packed.
Do you want to hear my theories on just the world in general?
Yeah.
It's
going to be dead, right? Because people are scared.
Now, for those of you who are young enough, or old enough, I should say, to be familiar with pre-9/11, prior to 9/11, you could go on an airplane and fucking walk in the cockpit, no problem. You could go to an airport and fucking touch whatever the fuck you wanted and there'd be no issues. You weren't too concerned about terrorism. I mean, that shit happened in the 90s too, but it wasn't anything like it was. Air marshals, the original air marshals.
Terrorism used to be like, yo, take me to this place or else. Like, so the plane would land, everybody would be fine, but some motherfucker would end up in
yelled
Cuba.
on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or just, a lot of terrorist shit would be happening in other countries. It was not really happening here.
Right.
After 9/11, a lot of things went into place, the Patriot Act and fucking, in order to get into a cockpit now, it's impossible. You can't even get into the fucking door. It's like getting into the fucking White House. Planes, there's an air marshal on every plane. Originally there was, I believe they were called the original 13 air marshals. There was literally 13 air marshals. I know this because I applied to fucking that job. It's either 13 or 18. I forget the number.
Marshal?
Yeah, I applied in my early 20s to become.
You
an
would
air
be the
marshal.
perfect air marshal because you look like a terrorist, and
That's
people like nobody would suspect you to be an air marshal.
But so what I'm thinking is going to happen is it's going to be a post-corona world.
Yep.
And you're gonna, now if you're a teenager right now or you're in your early 20s, you don't know any better. You don't know what happened before 9/11. You don't remember it. You're now accustomed to the world you live in now, and you never knew you could just walk into a cockpit of an airplane.
Right.
So the corona post world would be, my theories are potentially clothing that is designed to have masks built in. Imagine like a hoodie.
Stop.
And you put your
There's
hood
no
over.
way that's happening.
Listen, it's why not? You're not allowed outside right now, so it's not that big of a deal.
But once this happens, it's gonna be I feel like people are just gonna forget about it.
Why?
I hope so.
It's still an airborne disease that you still would get infected no matter what. There's no
Kobe
cure.
died. How many people are talking about that? No one.
No, it's not about talking about it. It's once the world opens up again, the infection still exists, the disease still exists, and it still is transferred through air. So it wouldn't matter. You're still just as likely to get it. If they're doing it in China right now, where if you were to walk into a store, and this is what I'm trying to get at, that I potentially see happening here, where you would walk into a business, especially like a Nike store in Times Square, and they would have like a thermal fucking check that reads your fucking temperature and your body heat and signature and all that shit, and they either let you in or they don't let you in, or you have a wristband that tells you if you're fucking sick.
I
or not.
heard this whole thing is all just about microchipping. They want to microchip your
Who
ass.
knows? I didn't hear that, but I just, dude, again.
You heard that, right, Pody? You saw that?
If you were to think 20 years ago, if you'd be able to do everything on your phone, you'd say, no fucking way. So why not in 20 years where you're telling me HIPAA laws, no way I'd have a fucking wristband that says if I'm sick or not. Oh, because that won't fucking change. They won't change HIPAA law. Who knows what's going to happen, but it will be a different world. You're not just going to go back to fucking normal because now the potential of this virus is out there, and other viruses now that you're just more, you're more cautious of it and you're aware of it. There's going to be changes. It's not just going to go back to normal. No fucking way.
I don't think so. We're such a media-based the generation now is so media-based.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to forget about this instantly. Once this is all over, it's going to go back to normal life. People are going to forget this ever happened. And they're going to go to gyms. It's going to be the same.
I just
shall
can't
see.
wait to go to the gym and go back to the bar. He also says, I also can't wait for that bitch-ass motherfucking LA Fitness to reopen so I can cancel that shithole for charging me and head back over to Lifetime Fitness. Hope you all have a glorious week and buy some goddamn merch, listeners. So thank you, John. Quick funny story while he brought that up. So one of the gyms, I'm not going to say which one because it's really not that big of a deal yet, but it could be. I paid a cash deal for the gym. I paid 6 months up front. I said, listen, I belong to 10 different gyms. I just want to come to your gym just for a little bit of variety. It's one of the gyms that you also come to with me.
And I paid too, and now I can't go. Is that what you're talking about?
So I got a collections letter in the mail saying that I owed money for this gym. Now listen.
The one that you paid for?
When I went there, I said, listen, I want to pay cash. Cash deal, what are you going to give me for a 6-month membership? They're like, oh, you're Robert Frank, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what we could do, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, worked out to be $100, right, for 6 months, which I'll take that all day, right?
Yeah, that ain't
that's
bad.
that's not
Less
a bad
than $20
membership.
a
That's
month,
less than
or-
$20 a month, and I don't got to worry about you taking shit out of my bank account or
Is
anything
this
like
like
that.
like franchise?
Yeah, it's a
okay.
big franchise. So I sit down and we fill out, all the fucking bullshit. And then he's like, but do you have a credit card to put on file? I was like, no, motherfucker, I'm paying cash. I'm not putting a credit. Oh, but just in case you want to buy a shake or if you want to buy this or you want to buy that. I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to pay cash for everything. He goes, oh, well, we have to have like a card on file. I was like, yep, well, then I'm out. So I got up and he was like, hold on. So he goes and he gets his fucking manager. His manager comes in. He goes, oh, do we have any gift cards left in the drawer? So the guy goes in the drawer. He pulls out a fucking gift card. So they used the card number on the gift card. It was like a Visa gift card. I guess they were doing a raffle or a giveaway or some shit. So they just put that gift card on as my thing. So I get this letter in the mail that I'm in collections now for this gym. And I'm like, and I'm looking at the last 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. I'm like, I don't have a credit card with that number on it. So, of course, the world has gone to shit now. So I called up that number, the ABC Collections, whatever it is. And I'm like, hey, this woman answers the phone. And I was like, listen, I paid cash for this gym. I don't have a card on file. Well, can you verify the PIN for the card that's on file? I said, that's not my card. I don't know what the PIN is. Okay, well, we really can't talk to you unless you have the PIN for the your.
It's not my fucking money.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you because that is not my card. Let me explain to you what happened again. I paid cash. They took a gift card out of the drawer, put that gift card on as my on file card, just in case I bought a shake or something. Now all of a sudden I'm in collections for whatever. Okay, I understand that, sir. No, I apologize. He did that. That doesn't sound right to me, but we can't talk to you unless you have the PIN for the card on file. I said, bitch, this ain't my fucking card. I don't know what the PIN is.
You just got someone fired at that gym, number one.
No, they don't know. I didn't say what gym it was.
Now, did that gym not
Oh,
offer
but I
you-
will get that motherfucker fired because I left him a voice memo. I'm hoping he listens to this. I left him a voice memo the day that it fucking happened. And I said, listen, bro, I know there's nothing you can do now because the world is shit, but can you, here's what happened. I talked to this person, you remember, bro, we did a cash deal, me and you,
I owe you nothing.
whatever, right? I don't owe you anything. I better not fucking go to collections. There's going to be a problem. The motherfucker listened to the memo, never responded to it. So fuck you, motherfucker.
Wait, so-
Because I will get you fired, bitch.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
That gym didn't offer a freeze right now on memberships?
No, neither did Retro.
Retro did.
Oh, Retro did?
Retro sent an email to
All my
everybody.
gyms do.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. I didn't know that.
I bet you didn't get that because you fucking give them fake emails every time you sign up to these gyms.
Probably.
If I were you, I would call the gym and get your membership on freeze.
Yeah, but it's only been a month so
I know,
far.
but-
It's like I don't want to do that to the gyms. Like $20 a month ain't making or breaking me right
It's
now.
like little gyms. I wouldn't care if you're charging my card $20 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand if someone loses their job and they're like, all right, I can't afford it. But if I have my job,
Yeah.
charge me. It's
Yeah,
a fucking month.
I'm not going to
$20
do that.
Ain't gonna fucking
I ain't
kill me.
going to do that yet. I know one of our gyms, Zoo. Well, you don't belong to Zoo anymore, but Zoo already said that they're freezing everybody. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
They're like, and
I
again,
mean, but big franchises can afford that. But small gyms,
yeah, mom and pop shops, they
Yeah.
can't do that. But no, this gym that's fucking me with the collections, they're a major gym. They've got plenty of locations. So,
yeah.
motherfucker, you better fix this shit or was going to be a problem.
You know, speaking of cars earlier,
Yeah.
I didn't tell you. I was gonna get another car.
Yeah.
And the dealer said I can come in this Saturday, and then I just realized to myself, after I found out the May 9th is a new date, and now I'm thinking it's very
I thought
possible.
showrooms are closed.
For whatever reason, I was gonna get another Honda CRV, the new CRV. And I realized, why am I getting another car? So I'm actually handing the car in. I'm 7,000 miles over at 18 cents a mile. So they're sending me a bill plus a disposition fee they do when you lease a car.
Yeah.
So they're sending me a $1,700 bill. I'm fucking taking the bill. Here you go. Pay that shit off. And I'm not getting another car. I'm only keeping one car for me and my wife. And I made a deal with her where I work 1.5 miles from my house. And worst case scenario, she needs a car. She's just going to fucking walk and get the car. Because I'm not getting another car. It makes no fucking sense. She literally doesn't leave the house all day. What's the fucking point? I just don't see a point.
You're only going to have one car?
Yeah, I don't.
Wait.
It makes no sense
But she
to get
has a
second car.
job.
She's not working right now.
Yeah, not right now, but what happens
Eventually,
when she
you're
goes
going to
back
get a
work?
car, right?
Well, when she goes back to work, I'll get another car.
Oh, okay. I
If
was
it
like,
fucking,
wait, what?
Yeah, of
I was
course.
going to say, you guys are going to go one
Yeah,
car?
that's crazy.
What is
She's
this,
gonna walk
1982?
walk to
No.
your work to get the
No.
fucking-
The second and if her job happens to fucking open up tomorrow, then sure. And she's still getting paid
But she
too.
doesn't work all summer, right? So
No,
you're
she works in the summer.
Oh, okay.
But as of right now, from what I'm reading in fucking schools and whatnot, dude, the schools might not fucking open till September.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if she
if
doesn't open
she's
till-
not fucking working all the way till September, what the fuck is the point of me paying a lease that she's not going to drive anywhere for the
Yeah.
next 5 months at fucking... I did the math. You know, just a basic lease for like $350 a month plus insurance and gas, dude, it's $500-something a month. Why? I'd rather her take that money and put it in the fucking stock market, like I've been saying. She's still making the money, you know what I mean? I'm trying to limit dumb shit right
What
now.
does she do during the summer?
She works at the school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have like teaching in the summertime too.
Gotcha. I was gonna say if she's a teacher and doesn't need her car all summer, then
Nah, yeah, so I'm
Have
getting rid of
time.
that car.
Bradford Sullivan says, what gym equipment have you guys surprisingly missed the most since the gym shut down? Anything back related? Because I have 55s, 62.5s, and
like pull downs and
20s.
shit.
Yeah, anything, because, yeah, I mean, I could do rows, I guess, with these
And
weights.
Marissa did that today.
Yeah, I need some back shit. You know, chest, I could, with 62.5 pound dumbbells, you could do enough shit where you'll burn out. You know what I mean? Do pre-exhaust, do whatever, but it's back shit. Joey doesn't go to the gym, so he really doesn't have any.
Mine's
Yeah,
the treadmill.
When I've missed nothing at the gym. That's what the question was. What do you miss
Yeah.
most about the gym?
Joey misses the chicks in the leggings.
I just like to. I literally go to
standing
the
there and
gym and
staring
just
at
like
people.
stare at people. Other than that, I don't miss fucking anything.
Battle and Bear says he has a question for each person at the table. Rob, I am one of the rare fans of your DM Whisperers series. Wow, damn, he says rare. Maybe because they
What is
get
DM
no fucking
Whisperers?
no views on YouTube. DM Whisperers where me and Marissa answer like relationship questions and shit like that. So he says he's one of the rare fans of the DM Whisperers series. I enjoyed hearing you and Ray. Me and Ray did one too, or maybe we did too. I enjoyed hearing you and Ray talk about that guy who got beat up by a naked dude and telling off that. Heretic who trained legs on a Monday. I recognize the good DMs are probably few, but it would be possible to see more of those episodes in the future. So, Battle and Bear, the answer is yes. I would love to do that. The problem with doing what I do is I like to see what people like. Now, I know you're one of the few people. Now, those DM Whisperers, I may have one DM Whisperer video that has like 50,000 views. But all the other ones, like, people just really don't give a fuck. And on YouTube especially, YouTube will tell me less of your subscribers than usual don't give a fuck about this video. Like, so you're not getting the views. It's just so, I'm like, all right, well, people ain't digging this. I don't want to do it. Just like today, I did a spin-off of the Man-Eater video. Remember Hall & Oates that you came down here, Kaylee, while I was listening
Yeah, I
to
was
Hall
like,
&
what
Oates?
the fuck? I was like,
I
this
did
Hall
it
& Oates?
instead of Man-Eater. Remember that song? Whoa, here she comes. She's a man-eater. I did, she's a bat-eater, like eating bats
I
and
didn't
shit.
get to watch that video yet.
Right. Well, anyway, I took it down off of Twitter. It had like 50 retweets in like a half hour.
You
I was
sent
like,
it
yeah,
to
this
us,
shit is
right?
done. Yeah, I sent it in the group chat. But I put everything on Twitter as a test. So Twitter usually sees things first. So if it's doing well on Twitter, it's getting retweets, it's getting likes, it's getting comments, I'll put it on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. But usually Twitter is my test of how something's going to do, and it did the drizzling shit. So I was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. Like it took me so long to sync up my voice like with the video. It annoyed me that it didn't do
I
well.
came down, he was playing Hall & Oates. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you
It
doing?
was like what did I say? How did it go? It was like actually, you know what?
I
I'm
love
gonna
Hall & Oates.
Could I play it real quick?
While you're doing that,
I have
can we,
Oates' hat. He
can-
gave it to me.
can we
Could we
briefly get Pody to talk about? I'm seeing a lot of people mention the UFC, and I don't know what the fuck's happening with this.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Do you know what's going on, Ant?
Yeah, I do. So UFC 249 was supposed to be Khabib versus Ferguson. Khabib is stuck in Russia, so they got this guy Gaethje to replace him. And because I guess of restrictions with the U.S. and stuff like that, Dana White was securing a private island that he was going to just buy and then hold future UFC events for however long this goes on for.
Because there's no cases there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so then out of nowhere yesterday, he shot down the private island theory, and he said that he is securing about 30 minutes or 30 miles from Fresno. It is a private casino.
Like Native American?
Yeah, like Native American casino, and they were going to fight there. And then out of nowhere, a couple hours ago, ESPN, because they now own the UFC and Dana White, they made him pull the plug.
Because they probably want to go with the safety measures,
Right.
and they don't want the backlash, if I were to guess. Of
And they probably can't get the amount of money that they're going to make on other UFC fights.
what do you mean?
From like tickets and stuff. You can't sell anything.
No, but they would have probably
would've made
sold
more
absurd
on
amounts
pay-per-views
of
and
money
stuff,
pay-per-view because there's nothing to watch. It's the only thing you could have watched. It's probably all about image, dude, because ESPN is owned by fucking Disney and all these things, or you got to be like, let's just do what everyone's doing.
I
Let's
hate
just lock
political
up.
correct.
Yeah, ESPN is extremely liberal,
That's what
and
this
they
whole
want to.
thing is about.
Yeah.
Politics.
Could I play this Bat Eater video real quick? Just the audio. Hold on a second. Let me do this.
You got two super chats as well.
All right, you want to read them first?
Sure.
Because we still have the second half of
They're
the
about
Ask the Bros. So go ahead.
Carlos Mosquera.
Yep.
Joey rather her get him Wendy's with that money. He's referring to when I said my wife's not going to
Right.
be paying the $500 a month.
Right. That's a lot of Wendy's you can
Yeah,
get.
that'd be nice. I wouldn't mind that.
What do you
Aaron-
get at Wendy's? Someone asked
that's
that.
actually another question
Yeah.
that someone asked. What's my go-to Wendy's? That's a number 8. That's very easy.
What is it though?
Spicy chicken. Spicy chicken.
Oh, you don't get the
with
nugs.
fries.
Spicy chicken nugs. Do they still have those?
They
I haven't
came-
eaten Wendy's in probably
those
like 10
recent-
years.
They make me shit.
They have
Spicy-
banging sweet and sour sauce
Yes,
too.
they do. Spicy nuggets are recently. They came back and it was like everyone was online talking about it, and I was like,
Spicy
They got a
nuggets are so
sriracha
good.
mayo that they
What?
sell now. That not sell, but they
No,
give
I've-
out with nuggets and shit.
Have you guys been to Arby's ever?
No, but I
yeah,
love
not
Arby's.
anytime recently.
I love Arby's.
I'm not
that
a big roast
sauce,
beef guy.
that horsey sauce or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That is probably the best sauce.
Oh yeah, that sauce
Or
is good as
zesty
fuck.
sauce from Burger King.
And then Aaron T.
Yeah.
Says UFC gym is still charging its customers. What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah,
See, that's weird. I feel like people are going to do like class action lawsuits and shit because they're going to be like, dude, you're not giving me access to your gym. Why am I paying you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, there's probably going to be a lot of shit that comes
There's
out.
gotta be
once
a
I
lot
mean,
of
this-
bullshit.
Planet and Orange Theory like froze my membership like the day it happened. Like
Yeah.
once the governor shut everything down, they're like, all right, your membership's on freeze from today on.
Shit. Yeah. As of right now, I think I'm still paying for Retro, which again, I don't mind, you know, it's
No, I don't mind either, but it's surprising. Like a big franchise wouldn't just be like, all right.
No, they did.
yeah, it's a
You
big
just didn't get
franchise,
them.
but it's all individual owners. So
Yeah.
like these owners
so
are
is
like
Orange
freaking
Theory.
out. Oh, really?
Orange
Okay.
Theory is all, it's like a franchise based.
It's one thing to not pay for a month or two, but Rob, my whole thing is if this lasts until let's just call it September, you'll have gone like almost 6 months of paying a membership that you weren't even
It's
allowed
not
to
going
use.
till September.
I'm
There's
just
If it goes
saying.
till
chance.
September,
I'll
I
kill
won't.
myself.
I will promise you that I won't be alive.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is you're not going to be able to at that point be like,
But at least we
well,
can
go
work that
backwards and
outside.
give me the fucking refund of half of a year. Just do it now and then fucking
Yeah.
change it.
Yo, this song right now is going to be on iTunes very, very soon. Okay, just want to give you guys the heads up.
Is your Bluetooth connected or no?
Yeah, it is.
because that's the best way to play.
Oh,
it.
you want to play it through Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
And we got one more super chat from Simon Ash that says,
Okay.
has Joe slept since last podcast? For those of you on the live stream, the lighting where I'm sitting is awful. It makes literally my hair disappears.
Why don't you turn the light
Angles
off?
are bad.
No, turning that light on actually helped the way I look.
Oh, really?
My hair is gone and I look like a different color and the bags under my eyes. Yeah, I sleep 7-8 hours a day.
I have the Bluetooth on, so when I hit play on this, it should play through the. Okay, let's do it. Hold on a second. Whoa. Okay. Hold up. We're playing a live stream back, everybody. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. We're good now. Okay, here we go. This is going to be Bat Eater by Robert Frank 615. Hold on. Here we go. Why is it not playing
Because
through?
you didn't connect to Bluetooth.
I am on fucking Bluetooth,
Just
bro.
because your
Look.
Bluetooth is on
Being
doesn't mean
on
it's
Bluetooth
connected.
doesn't mean Bluetooth is connected. Sweet
Okay,
It's the
what?
master. Come
Let's speak fucking English here. Why, if it's on,
Roadcaster Pro not connected. See
why wouldn't it be connected?
Because you have 1 million devices saved in
Well,
it.
that's some fucking bullshit.
For someone who has 3
Look,
million
that blue
people.
thing has been on the whole fucking time.
Yeah, that's
Now it's connected.
to
All
anything.
right.
All right, and
Here we
let's
go.
play it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bat Eater by Robert Frank 615. Here we go.
There
The
you
gym
go.
has been closed for months, all because this cunt decided to eat a bat. Money matters. Gym bros are losing their gains and haven't been to work, all because this cunt wanted some bat soup. Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, bat, she'll chew you up. Whoa, here she comes. She's a bat
Your
eater.
singing is so funny.
Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, Jim Bro, she'll fuck your gains up. Whoa, here she comes. She's a bat eater.
Come on. Tell me that is not going
Okay.
to go
I
I mean, I'm
super.
dying just 'cause
Okay.
it's
That-
so bad.
First of all,
Your singing is so terrible.
that is
That is so bad.
that's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Why is that not on
It's
your
funny
main?
as
Why
fuck.
is that not on your main Instagram? Just as
I told you I put it on Twitter and it did the
cares?
drizzling
dude,
shits
it
on
doesn't
Twitter.
matter. That
is hilarious.
That rivals not just Drake but JJ Icefish.
Oh my god.
No, that's like a she bangs. She bang. She bang. You know that guy that
You know what?
Asian guy?
I may throw it back on there
Throw
now that
it
you're giving me
on-
some confidence.
throw it
I'm not
on-
putting it on Instagram.
You're out of your
Come on.
mind.
You're
please.
crazy.
That is classic, bro.
So good.
You're crazy.
I'm just laughing because you're singing. It's so great.
The
Like,
gym has
people
been
are
closed
just-
for months.
Dude,
I did a country song the
I'm
other day
crying.
for
I'm
TikTok
crying.
too. And
do the bat as a still. I'm
At least throw it on the side page.
dude. Do
no,
something.
there's
You're
no
out
way.
of your mind.
All right, you know what? We're gonna do a test right now. I'm gonna throw it on the
fucking
side
stupid.
page and watch. I'm gonna have like
It's funny as
140,000 followers.
What?
After
So you
it's
did
done.
all that work for nothing? Not even to keep it anywhere?
Not
It's
even to keep it
ridiculous.
anywhere. I'll put it on there right now, and we'll see how it does.
At least put it on the side page.
I'm putting it on the side page. right now.
Thumbnail has to be the bat.
No, it's got to be the Chinese chick with the bat.
That's what I mean. The
Or
bat- the
Trump
bat-
saying China.
No,
China, China. Hold on, we still got some. Ask the Bros to do. Give me 1 second here. Let me just find a cool thumbnail here. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this
It
shit,
was fucking
bro?"
hilarious.
Dude, it's just use
All right,
it.
I'm gonna
Just
use that
the singing.
thumbnail right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And make the caption something along the lines.
Or hold on a second. Or should I do this caption? What's the screenshot?
No,
Give
the
me the
other one. The
screenshot.
other one was
The other
better.
one?
the other one.
All right.
And do something along the lines of a caption and tag JJ Icefish and be like, "I'm coming for you, bro."
Yeah. What you got, bro? Does JJ Icefish have Instagram?
He does, and you know what's funny?
What is it? What's
Drake
funny?
literally mentioned him in a live stream a couple days ago.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who
JJ
that is.
Icefish.
either.
JJ
Wait, I feel like we had
Icefish?
this
Come on.
conversation.
JJ Icefish
I feel
is
like I
that
asked this
dude.
before.
Wait, what is his Instagram though? Because
I'm looking it up right now.
I see it ice _ JJ _ fish, but it's not verified.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to find it, dude. It was a good
Someone
one.
in the live stream, let us know.
Fuck.
This I'm gonna caption it. This shit is gonna blow up.
Trying to
Oh my god.
Either World Star or Shade, whatever the fuck that other page is.
Shade 145.
They mentioned it on Instagram a couple days ago. That's how I even found out about
What,
it.
JJ Icefish?
That Drake mentioned JJ Icefish.
Oh shit!
Another big topic lately. I can't find it, Rob. Just you can
I'm throwing it up. It's going up right now, and I'll tell you, it's going to be the drizzling fucking shits.
bro, whatever. It's worth a while.
Whatever. Let's get back to this Ask the Bro. Do we have super chats?
Just one other thing. Does anyone have any thoughts? You realize Tekashi 6ix9ine was released from prison. You saw
Who's that?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
What
I
does he
did hear
say?
that. Oh my
Rainbow
god.
hair dude. What'd you say?
Vin
What
was
does he
him
sing?
for Halloween, right?
I was him for Halloween.
Oh, you were.
What's he saying? you said?
Yes, I know.
What's he
Tekashi
sing?
6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or rap, or what is his song?
He had a ton of them. They're all one-word titles.
That's not the Gucci Gang guy, right?
No.
No, he's like.
What did he go to jail
He
for
opened
again?
for Post Malone, and I was hating my
Honestly, don't even know what.
Didn't he try to kill somebody?
I think
or
that's
something?
what it was, right?
gang-related stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Battle and Bears. Ask the Bros. Or no, we were done with. No, we weren't done with. Okay, so here we go. We're back to Battle and Bear. Battle and Bear, we didn't forget about you. Joey, if you had to choose between a lifetime supply of Wendy's chicken nuggets or have a threesome with Jennifer Aniston and Gwyneth Paltrow, which would you choose?
Okay, first of all, Gwyneth Paltrow was not that
Yeah,
fucking
no.
hot.
Jennifer Aniston is hot as fuck, though. She's like my
she's
woman
like
crush.
a twig. And the other person was Jennifer Aniston,
Yeah,
who also is. I mean, she's
12 to 6.
yeah,
yeah.
she's not like.
She looks
listen,
hotter
she's
now than
pretty-
she
she's-
did
she's
back in
pretty,
the day.
but
I don't care what their face looks like. They gotta
her
be
body,
like,
she has like a fucking 8-pack, that girl.
yeah, and
At,
no
like, 40
zero butt.
I don't even know.
Zero butt,
butt,
and probably
zero
like
boobs.
probably B. Right?
Yeah, probably.
I'm looking for double D, and I'm looking for a gigantic booty. Wendy's.
You
He's going
You like
Wendy's.
boobs or
Wendy's
ass?
all fucking day. Boobs.
All right, Kaylee, who would you rather do? A, Robert Frank. B, Trump. C, that guy in the live stream last week who wants you to peg him. What did we talk? Who wanted to peg you?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But that was C. And D, all of the Patreon members at once as a Patreon exclusive. I think you only have
Patreon train? I don't think so.
a Patreon
I'm going
train.
with Trump.
You're going with Trump. Okay. Battle and Bear, she chooses B, Trump. All
I
right.
love Trump.
That's another, just an FYI, that's another thing we never talked really about. Bernie Sanders dropped out, and
Oh, yeah,
now it's
'cause
literally
he's a
Biden.
bitch.
It's Biden versus Trump, and when I tell you the fucking ratings that these fucking debates are going to get,
Oh, my God.
are going to be out of fucking control. It's going to be two dudes screaming at each other.
What is up with Biden's face, dude? Does he have like massive plastic surgery or something?
I don't know,
His
but-
shit looks like plastic,
They
and his
all
eyes
do.
are like little beady
They
eyes.
try to make
now.
themselves look like they're not going
It's
to die during
It's
the
all
presidency.
those youthful hands that have touched his face.
Oh, listen, we're not a politics.
Wait, is he the one that's fucking? Is that Trump calls him Creepy Joe, right?
Yes, he was
That's why I
former
love
vice
Trump.
president.
Yeah, I know that.
But
with
he,
fucking Barack Hussein Obama.
It's basically. Why do you have to say his whole name like that?
That's his name. His name is Barack Hussein Obama. That's not. It's just saying his name.
Either way, it's going to be epic just to see these two debate.
Yeah.
I don't care who the fuck wins. I just am looking forward to two 78-year-old men or whatever the fuck they are.
it's gonna
Literally say shit to each other. And I bet one of them, I'm predicting it now, will play this back. One of them is going to get so fucking mad at the other one, they're going to slip and say some shit like that
Oh, yeah.
they haven't said in a very long time. Like,
Not
yeah.
safe for work shit.
Yeah.
they're going to like say something like the F word. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They're gonna
It'll
say,
be Trump, probably.
Yeah,
but
they're
it'll
gonna-
be funny
they're
as
gonna
fuck.
slip
And so
up.
necessary.
What if Biden slips and says the N word? He said that before.
And I'm just saying,
it's all
I
over
don't-
YouTube.
I don't know.
Then it's all over for him, and
Yeah.
Trump wins, so good luck. But
Hold on, Pody. This one's for you. I'm guessing you're the one who censors the live stream chat. What was the well? We have a lot of bros with the blue wrenches that help, but Pody is the main one. Yes. What is the worst thing you've ever seen that you've censored? Could you mention it on the podcast?
Yeah, it was.
Damn. Wait. It was what? What was it?
It was.
Shit. Damn. That is bad. I'm glad you censored that out. Anthony,
And just so people know, there are several moderators in here, fans of the show, people that we know, people that were fans of the show that became people that we know, that moderate in there. So it's not really us a lot of times moderating shit and making stuff come through. Because honestly, I don't give a shit what comes through. It's more a matter of if you keep repeating yourself and you're like, fuck you, 1,000 times where people can't interact with each other, that shit gets annoying. Because I read a comment earlier, someone said something like, I haven't listened in a while. I hate when fucking Joe talks because he makes it all about himself.
That was just a troll.
If I really wanted to, I could block that, but I don't because I don't care. You have your opinion, you know what I mean? Right. It's just when someone's saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they just fucking flood the chat. That's when we stop people.
Anthony Capola says, "What's up, bros and Kay? Thanks for keeping the podcast going. After 24 out of 25 days of this quarantine shit, I'm getting delirious. We need to rally the bros and maybe some of the sanitation department and hijack a gym." I agree with you, AC. Fuck the Rona. Fuck the Rona. Daily workouts. CT. Where I am, we're shut down until May 20th at the earliest. God
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah, that's horrible.
What's theirs? What's our date you said?
May 20th.
Yeah.
My question is actually for the Pody. I've been watching a bunch of old school sports games and was wondering if you are doing the same. Any suggestions on good old school ones or ones to go back to? Stay safe and healthy, bro. So any old school games that you recommend?
Not really. I mean, I know NFL. I got the what the hell is it called? Where you could go back and watch the replays. They were giving that out for free, the Game Pass or whatever, so you could watch games in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
That goes back, I want to say, like 10 years to 2009. You could do that.
Oh, wow.
I think NBA, MLB had the same thing. ESPN has been playing a lot of stuff lately back. If you have ESPN Plus, they've been playing the Masters, I think, a couple days in a row, like Tiger Woods, 97 Masters, 96, things of that nature. So just stuff like that. And then old sports movies, Disney Plus, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of shit out there, and it's crazy that we would be talking about in 2020 that we got to watch a 20-year-old game just to like get our sports now. But
I started playing fucking real money blackjack in online casinos just to get my fucking gambling high.
Oh shit!
And it's
Don't tell me that because I'll fucking be
Can we
honest.
do an AC trip when this opens?
Yeah.
Like when everything opens?
I mean, we always
I've
go
been
down
to
there,
AC in forever.
MBJ is going to be 30, I think, this year, right?
Yeah,
Don't we have to
July
do something crazy?
But Rob, just so you know, they have real dealers.
Okay.
And
Surprise
they
party.
toss you the card. It's as if they're tossing you the card. Like,
Okay.
and so it's not even like a computer. It's a human being, and you play blackjack. And yeah, dude, you got to see some of these online casinos now. I was doing it on DraftKings, but FanDuel has it, Brigada has it, MyBookie has it. All these places have it. It's pretty sweet.
Is it one-on-one or is it a table with other
Now I
players?
was playing a table with other people. We all share my cards. Like we all share the one set of cards. And you can do these crazy side bets too. So
Really?
like you're playing blackjack, let's call it $10 a hand blackjack. You can do several side bets for however much money you want. My boss was doing it. Fucking hit a side bet that paid out 100 to 1. So he won the hand of blackjack for like a $10 hand. Then he fucking hits a side bet that paid out 100 to 1, and he hit another side bet for 30 to 1. It's something like if you get like you get 7-7 as your cards and the dealer gets a 7. Fucking paid him 100 to 1. There's all these things, dude. You got to get into it because I can't stand not fucking gambling. It's crazy.
I'm spending all my money now at the grocery store. Like I'm
know.
buying shit that I don't need just
Yeah.
because like I want to spend money.
You have to wear.
Or just because I want to go out.
You have to wear a mask now, as of yesterday or today, I believe, right?
I
Go into the grocery store?
Yeah, they made that. They mandated that
What
yesterday.
if I don't have a fucking mask?
Yeah,
You
they
can't get
ain't
them
going.
anywhere.
You ain't going to the fucking store.
You can
All right.
make one.
Yeah, dude. The governor just tweeted it yesterday. He said, "I'm mandating an executive order effective
Yeah,
immediately."
but if you can't get
I
a
went into
mask, are they
CVS
gonna,
today.
if they provide one,
No,
then I'll wear it.
the-
But I'm
the
not
rule-
going out of my way to fucking
No,
buy
but the
a mask
rule
to go
now
to the
is that
store.
you can use anything to cover your face. I'm telling you, try to go to the grocery store. When's the last time you went?
I'll go like this, like
They're not gonna
pull my
let you in.
shirt up.
I'm telling you, it's fucking on his Twitter.
I'm gonna wear one of my Halloween masks into the store because
No,
that's
I'm
what
going in
people
there
look like.
plain
They
and
look
like
like
seeing
clowns.
what they do. I'll record it.
I
They
went
won't
to
let you in. That's
I
what
went
I'm
to
trying tell you.
CVS
There's
today
not fucking
and there were
bodyguards
signs.
at a shopping center.
There were
Yeah, they're
signs all
suffering.
over the door at CVS that says you must wear a mask, and I didn't wear one. I just walked right in, looked right at the cash register person, and I
What
was
are
like,
they gonna do?
They're
Yes.
gonna start posting up cops. Is what's gonna happen.
Yesterday,
Yeah, but how many fucking cops do they have that they're gonna have one at every business that you could go in? Like, there's
No.
no way.
Yesterday, you said under this executive order, all essential retail must indefinitely limit the number of customers allowed in their stores, no more than 50% of their approved capacity.
That's fine.
Additionally, customers and employees must wear face coverings. Stores must also provide special shopping hours for high-risk individuals, erect physical barriers between customers and cashiers and baggers where practical, regularly sanitize areas used by their employees, and more. That was
Okay, but
yesterday.
if I don't have a mask,
A
I
face-
can't walk into a
I have
store
a
with a mask.
basket full of masks.
Face-
All right,
I
I'm
am
not
going
asking
to.
for one. I'm gonna pretend that I never had the opportunity to get
No,
one.
I'm talking about like Halloween masks.
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
but,
want to
like,
fuck
I'm
with me,
saying-
motherfucker? I'm wearing my
I'll
fucking
wear
clown
that
mask.
because that'd be funny as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't need
Like
a-
a ski mask. Like I'm gonna rob you, but
Yeah,
really
exactly.
I'm shopping.
You don't need a mask. You just need face covering, which
Like
you
a
can use.
bandana?
Bandana. You can use anything, literally anything.
But what happened in the whole like N95? Like that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
They
That was-
they
that
have
was
no
bullshit.
idea.
There's a shortage on those too.
Well, they
probably.
changed the rules on what's considered a face mask.
The Juicy J Rod says, shout out from Cali. Rob, I apologize if I sounded crazy on Patreon podcast. I was in the middle of an acid trip. No, I thought he was, well, I did say he was high as fuck. So, okay, acid. That's pretty cool. Kaylee, if I'm trying to spit game at older women, 30 plus, well, Kaylee, you ain't 30 plus, right?
Yeah. I got a few years for that. Don't age me.
So he says, if he's trying to spit game to older women, should I lie about my age or come off as a young buck? Finally, well, let's answer that first.
I'd say, I mean,
Honesty
how
is
old
better,
he?
right?
He was what, like 20?
I think he's like, yeah, he's young, 22, 23.
I mean, just say your age. I'm sure a lot of older people that are single would be like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm a cougar.
That's pretty
This is
cool.
great.
Yeah. But do people want to be known as cougars? Like, is
I
that like a
mean-
thing? I guess so.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna like flaunt it, but
Finally, Joey, I've done 2 physique shows, and just let me say, if you don't up the trend, there's no way you'll be show ready in a couple months. Stay safe, guys.
Well, good news for me. As of right now, the world is shut down in New Jersey until May 9th. The show is May 9th. I am free, baby.
Fucking
it's
hate you.
happening.
I've been,
Midnight.
Joey S says, thanks for being real, guys. Joey, your name should be changed to Joey Excuses. I agree.
I've been called that already.
Yes, that's a good one.
Jacob Remsburg says, no question, just going to say it's pretty nuts that we've jokingly been experiencing a taste of socialism, and Bernie Sanders said, nah, fuck this, I'm not running anymore. Also, Kaylee, does Kaylee get her own intro? I guess I will listen and find out.
need to come up with
we
one,
need
apparently.
to come up with one. It was like we did one today, but it was kind of weird. It was like she's not thick in the midsection. If she has a baby, she'll need a C-section. It was something weird, but anyway, we'll figure something out. Brendan says, Robin Crew, appreciate your commitment to the fam during these times. You know how much we all love the podcast. Been enjoying walks around my neighborhood. Lots of great booty out and about. But I sure do miss my pumps. Have a good Easter weekend, y'all. So yes, I can. This is
Easter
Easter
this
weekend.
weekend?
Yeah.
Really?
But
It's this
nobody
Sunday?
gives a fuck
Yeah,
now
no one's
because
gonna fucking do anything.
yeah, we're on lockdown.
Thank God. I
Loop
hate him.
Dog says, "What's up, bros? I'm like Joey as far as not being able to stick to my goals, but I'm not afraid of needles. LOL. I've been get them gains lately. I own my own home gym, and I'm running an ultimate mass stack available at steelsub615.com. Thank you for the plug there, Loop Dog. The discount code, of course, is RF10 right now. Quick plug. I just want to beat Joey to swole. LOL. Also, I think Ray's new name should be Ray 19. Haha. Why Ray 19?
Like COVID-19.
COVID-19. Got it.
Hiding.
Pody, what do you think about my Sooners this year? Joey, that C2 is going to suck, bro, but much love. What's y'all's top 5 movies? We just did top 5 last week, right? Top 5 movies.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
what's
I think
C2?
so.
What
Yeah,
is
what
that?
is
C2, the
C2?
C2 spray. I think isn't that what it's called? The
yeah.
fucking
Well, listen, I'm
mace.
scot-free right now, baby.
Pody, what's how are the Sooners?
I'm assuming he's talking about Oklahoma football.
Yeah.
They're always good, but they have no fucking defense, and it's the Big 12. So until they shore up that defense, then they're not going to win anything.
Gotcha. We have 3 more. Eric Rickle said, "What's up, bros? Just finishing up the shred stack from Steel Supplements. Looking juicy as hell and was supposed to be going to Jamaica next Thursday. COVID ruined those plans. Anyway, I've been taking this working out at home thing as a chance to start doing some leg workouts, and I just want to know, Rob, how fucking disappointed are you in me?" I'm very disappointed, Eric. Actually, I punished myself yesterday, the day before, I think it was Tuesday. I punished myself on Tuesday by doing legs, yes, body weight squats, and I did a lot of them, and traps. I never do traps, and I never do legs. But because Monday night, I took my pre-workout, I took my NO7, I was all ready to go, and I never worked out. I did 1 set, and I fucking was like, this fucking sucks. I'm depressed. I don't want to do this. This is not doing it for me right now, and I didn't do it. So Tuesday, I woke up, and I was like, yo, I didn't do chest on Monday. That is a fucking sin. I'm punishing myself. So I did legs and traps during the day, and then I did my chest workout at night. So, Eric, I feel you on the legs, bro. But real question is, I've noticed a lack of motivation midway through my workouts because there are no baddies to look at. Bro, we've been talking about that all podcast, Eric. Do you guys feel me on that? We need a solution. I feel like Vin has the answer to this, but Vin's not here. Vin is out taking out the trash. But I feel you, bro. It's the shits. Tyler Vincent, there's 2 more guys. Tyler Vincent says, "Be safe, guys. Much love." Thank you, Tyler. And Merrill Coleman says, "Greetings, gents. Rob, I was so bored on quarantine that I watched WrestleMania." God damn, that you were bored. He goes, "What the fuck?" What were your thoughts if you watched it? As always, stay juicy.
It was so bad.
I didn't watch it, but I you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Drew McIntyre. Because I know that motherfucker has been in wrestling for like 20 years. I know he's been world champion of, I think, TNA or Impact or whatever, what the fuck it was. But now he's like in the big leagues and he just wins the world title, but he wins the world title in an arena full of nobody. Same thing with Braun Strowman. Same thing. You're winning the crowd. I would have loved to hear the crowd pop and people go crazy for him. And, he's sitting there slamming the fucking mat, holding the title, and there ain't nobody in the fucking arena. It's like, why even do it? But do we have some super chats we missed?
We just missed one. Andrew Falcon, first time making a live stream, about to get into the gym, have to wear a mask, but at least it's still open. These restrictions suck.
Wait a minute,
Where
his
are you
gym is
from?
open? Where the fuck are you
Yeah.
lifting, bro?
I don't know, but that brings me to the point I was making earlier. It's very possible, like this post-corona world, is when the gyms fucking open up, you'll be restricted to how many people are in there. You got to wear a fucking mask. Until they come up with a fucking vaccine, dude, I just don't see how would it just open up and everything goes back to normal. You know what I mean? And the reason I even mention those hood and masks is because one of the stocks I bought, which is Virgin Galactic, they're fucking doing that right now. They're literally making hoodies with fucking masks built into them. So it's like, if you want to wear the mask, you can. If you don't, you don't.
Would you ever wear that in your life?
If that's what the future is, or if that's what I'm forced to do. I never thought I'd have to fucking go to work and wear a mask. And as of tomorrow, I cannot walk into the building.
I can't tell you what you can wear. Like,
If I'm
that's
sick
not-
and I don't want to get other people sick, I would wear that.
I would
what?
never.
Like I would wear the hoodie mask. I would pop it out and throw it on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a choice tomorrow. Like, if I want to get paid and go to work, I have to wear the mask. And the grocery store thing, I'm telling you, try to go in and see what happens. Let us know,
I'm gonna.
because
I'll record
that is
it.
an executive order from the governor. So I mean,
I don't have a mask.
I know
to wear.
it's a face covering.
Yeah, but they say N95 was the only thing that helped.
Yes,
and now
but-
it's like, oh, you can
Now
cover it
you
with
can
a
wear whatever
fucking
you want. Put a napkin over your
yeah,
face and you're
what
good to
the
go.
fuck?
Yeah, so that's the rule. You have to go into a grocery store right now with a face covering. Does not need to be an N95 mask. And the reason they change that is because now when they're telling you to go in, you can't then say, I don't have a mask. They'll be like, go the fuck home.
No, but that was the whole thing because it protected so much. What is so funny?
Dying. So Joey made me put this. He's what's his name? Tory Lanez is left. Joey made me put this fucking.
Yeah, I watched it already.
He made me put
It's live. How did you watch it?
I watched it a minute ago.
the bat.
That
The
you just
bat
showed me
eater
that thing?
video
Yeah.
Yeah.
on Instagram, my
put it
side
up?
page,
Okay, well.
and I'm reading some of the comments that have come through. I mean, it's not really doing well in terms of views or anything, but people are saying, "Fucking banger! My eardrums just orgasmed. Play it again."
See? It was fucking funny.
Robert Frank is an absolute savage. This is a hit right here. This is what the people need. Fucking masterpiece. Like, people love this shit.
Someone,
Told
is this
ya.
available on iTunes?
Yeah. But I mean, in
It's
terms,
funny. I mean, who cares how many views
Yeah.
it gets? If you want to delete it, wait 24 hours, but at least let people laugh for a little
'Cause
while.
it was funny as fuck.
yeah.
I mean, that took a lot of time to put in. I didn't watch it. When you showed me it, it's fucking awesome. And again, the views could potentially be down because an algorithm's going to pick up you with a fucking bat in the photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't
true.
know what kind of shit they're blocking right now.
Yeah. So
Skinny Arnold, who knows?
everybody in the live stream, right? I don't know how many people are left. What is there? 50 people left in the live stream. If you go to Robert_Frank615, you could watch the video. Leave a comment on there. Just be like, yo, I'm here from the live stream. So at least I know you came from the live stream. Go do that now, actually.
And there's 93 people still.
Oh, there's still 93? Okay, that's pretty cool. So make sure you guys go over to Robert_Frank615 and go comment on that video. Just be like, yo, here from the live stream. Much love. Whatever you want to say. I don't care. What else we got? We're done, right? We ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess just shout out to all the people who are just trying to get through every day, like you were saying.
Yeah.
It's depressing, but you're gonna have to figure out how to fucking
Fight through it.
yeah. I mean, you don't have
Yeah.
you
I've been
have
working out more now, I feel like, than I have.
I've been working out too, but all right. So let me give you guys this little workout that I did today. This is brand new that I did because I'm trying to keep myself busy and trying
Yeah,
to
we
like to
need
switch it up all the time.
diversity. That's the problem.
So I took a deck of cards. You guys know my card workout. I took all the 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, and 2s. So there's 4 of each, and that's 5 total, right? So there were 20 cards. What I did was I had I got 45-pound dumbbells here. So every card that I flipped, whatever the number was, I did 6 curls. So say a 6 flipped, right? 6 was the highest number, and 2 is the lowest number. Say a 6 flip, the first card. I did 6 curls per arm, 6 hammer curls. Then I did 6 tricep push down and 6 overhead rope kickouts with the band. So 4 different movements for 6 reps each. Then I flipped the next card. It was a 2. I did 2 curls, 2 hammer curls, 2 this, 2 that. Then the next card was a 4. I did 4. Then the next card was another 6. I did 6. By the time I got through half of the deck, I was winded, pumped like a motherfucker because I didn't take any breaks, and it was a good fucking workout. I didn't think it was going to be that great because you're like, all right, the most you're doing is 6 reps at a time, but when you're going with no rest
And you have 20 cards.
yeah, and 20 cards, it's fucking it gets brutal, especially when you start hitting back to back like a 5 and then a 6 and then a 5 comes out again and then a 6. You're like, fuck me.
Yeah, like working out from home is fine, but like the diversity is hard.
The
Like-
diversity is definitely hard.
It's like hard to think of different things to do, keep yourself motivated.
Now, let me ask you a question because we've had a couple female guests on. Not that you're a guest, you're like part of the show, but we've had Baddest XO, we've had Britt Broad, we've had Danny Coops on the show. I think those are the only females, right, Joey? Am I missing any females? Danny, Britt Broad, and Baddest. No other
outside-
females, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've ever asked girls this. At the gym, like guys will, even if they're in a relationship, you know, they see a chick with a fucking nice butt or whatever, they're extra motivated at the gym to do a set or another rep or 2. For females, if you're at the gym, not working out at home, but if you're at the gym and you see a hot guy, does that motivate you to do an extra rep or to do an extra set or
No.
stay longer? No.
No.
So for girls, it's not the same.
I'd rather like no one be around.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why I go to Planet Fitness. I don't want guys around. Like I want to do my
Gotcha.
shit, fucking work out hard, be sweating,
Gotcha.
gross. Like
You want to
I
be
don't
be
yeah.
gross and sweaty and look good on the weekend, right?
Yeah,
when
I don't,
at
yeah,
Stagehouse
exactly.
or some shit.
Exactly.
I
like
got
I
you.
don't want to meet someone at the gym when I look disgusting.
I got you.
Nah.
Now, on the flip side, when you're at the gym and if you do happen to see a guy, even if you don't find him attractive, do you I guess that's pretty much the same question. I was going to say, do you recognize a guy that's fucking doing an extra set and you're like, "Oh, he's doing it because of me." You know what I mean? Like no? Okay.
I really
whatever.
just don't.
We
even
did ask
care.
We did ask
We
Baddest?
asked Baddest what she thinks about guys hitting on her in the gym, and she said if they're confident, you know,
Okay.
she was cool with it. I remember that.
Oh, the hitting on, right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been hit on at the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, you have been. Okay. How was that interaction? Weird or
I don't know. I usually just leave my headphones in and like ignore people.
gotcha?
Like I look like a bitch at the gym because I don't want people to talk to me.
I see Free Mark 5 already said he's here from the live stream. Another one, Aaron Addiction says, I'm here from the live stream. Awesome video. Okay, we got some live stream people coming over to Instagram. Who else do I see here? Here from the podcast. That's from Just So Me Dude 72. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a lot of OOF Tavio from the live stream. There's a lot of JD McDaniel. Damn, there's a lot of live stream motherfuckers in here. But that's as low as my phone allows me to go because there's so many comments and shit. So it only goes back to the last, 2 or 3 minutes. So anyway, this has been episode 103 of the Glorious House of Gainz podcast. Do we have anything else or we're done?
Nah, just stay sane.
Stay sane, stay safe. Put a bandana on or a Halloween mask, whatever you want. As long as your face is covered, you're good to go. For the Pody, Kaylee, Joey Bags, and myself, we're signing out.
Swallows the goal, size is the prize. It's Gainz o'clock, motherfucker. Let's